Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Have a Word, the podcast, the greatest podcast on the planet, pound for pound. That is official, okay? First of all, before we start with our usual spiel, do us a favour, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. We're closing in slowly on the 100k. That gets a nice plaque, so do that for us. Okay, now listen, not only are we just the best group of lads on planet Earth, me and this fella, we're comedians, stand-up comedians, and we're on two separate tours at the minute. I'm doing my tour, Dan's doing his tour. Dan's going all over the UK, as am I. Tickets for Dan at dannightingale.com. Loads of shows already sold out. Tickets for me at adamrowe.co.uk. Come and see both of us separately. Two of the best hours of stand-up you'll see this year. And I don't mind bragging about it. I'm on fire at the minute, mate. I'm burning gaffs to the ground, and so is he, as he's been doing for 20 years. And you'll know that if you've been a fan of this podcast for a while, especially if you're a Patreon. And if you're not a Patreon, what are you waiting for? Dan, tell them what they're missing.
Oh, you've got to sign up. It's one of the biggest patrons in the world, the biggest patron in the UK for a reason. We put out an extra episode, a patron exclusive, every Wednesday, an hour and 20 minutes of unfiltered Have a Word bullshit. Also, the early release video of the public episode. You've been enjoying it on a Monday, you will get it on a Saturday.
Occasionally you get it on a Sunday, but it's normally on a Saturday. But on top of that extra weekly episode, you get a Patreon special every single month. And on top of the ones that are upcoming, you get the entire back catalogue. The roast of Adam and Dan, we went to Amsterdam, the 3-part Nashville special, every lock-in we've done in here, 2 ghost hunts, the barber special coming up this month. You don't know what you're missing out on. £3 a month is absurd for the amount of stuff you get from us. You sign up for that at patreon.com/haveawordpod. Go and do that now. Go and do it now and then come back and watch this episode. And do you know what, actually? Before you watch this episode, book tickets to see me and him.
Love you.
Wag wag leads, you're listening to the funniest podcast in the game from the heart of Liverpool with Adam, Dan, Sensei Carl and Finn. This is the one and only Have a Word.
Brought to you by Manscaped, the very best products on the market for below the waist grooming.
Go Ed, get on me.
I was on holiday up until 3 days ago.
Yeah.
3 days ago. And it's very rare that I could be 3 days back from a holiday and already sick of all of you. But we've had quite the intense schedule over the past few days, haven't we?
Yes.
Usually, I think when we get dead intense, there is an element of like, I'll see you in a week. Love you to bits, see you in a week. But yesterday, I haven't fully processed it. So I'm not sick of you. I'm sort of like, I feel like we have survived it together. There's an element of like, I don't know what we went through.
Yes.
Me and Carl got a taxi and...
We didn't talk?
Me and Carl always chat on when we hang out, just me and him. It's like there was just a lot of reflection time, wasn't there?
Yesterday we recorded this month's Patreon special. If you're a patron, you know what that is. If you're not, I don't know what you're waiting for. But you might end up signing up for the October's one because... yeah,
stupid isn't even the word.
There's a lot coming in this special. How are you feeling? Because I was the most tired I've ever been last night, and I had to go and do a warm-up show at the Jacaranda, and then I had to go home and do some more work on a video that Will had worked himself in the ground to get ready for me to go out today. But then I woke up this morning, and me fucking Guardiola's back, mate. I was full of pep this morning.
Oh, hey!
Should have gone Linda's there, shouldn't I?
Usually I don't feel sorry for you, you know, because you're just quite braggadocious about life, and you're like, I'll nail this and I'll nail that, and in the end
Does
you just start going,
mean handsome?
Yes. In the end you just go, yeah, Adam will nail it. But as you left where we were in Liverpool yesterday, I knew your time as you were like, I'm going to go and have a nap, and I've got to be at the Jacaranda at this time. I was like, you'd have to nap in the like elevator. Yeah, you'd have to be. There was no way. I actually felt bad last night. I thought...
No, it was the show was really good. It's just, I could have done with a little 20-minute disco nap, but what I did was I just got, like, my time limit on a coffee now, I try and not have it after 2 o'clock because then it affects me sleep.
Right.
But I had a coffee with an extra shot at 6:15 last night.
Okay, cool.
Just to get through the show, and then still got in and went immediately to sleep. Like, my body was like, you can find as much caffeine as you wanted us today. We're going to bed.
But then did you, when you woke up this morning, do the sort of terror thing? That's what I do. I can still go to sleep, but at like 4 a.m, I'm like, then I wake up and
Depends
I can't get back to sleep.
anyone's broken in.
Yeah, that's true. It's just a cafe. Just a cafe.
You live in a cafe?
Just the caffeine. for me. Doesn't need to be a burglar.
Lieutenant Daniel Caffey.
I woke up after a couple of hours sleep and I had about 2/3 of an edible that I'm now giving back to Dean and Amy from the Mount
I was
High
meant to take some pot jellies home with me and I didn't.
Oh my God. I was so stoned. I couldn't get back to sleep.
Why do you have them edibles before bed?
Because it helps you sleep.
No,
It's
Supreme CBD does.
right, cool. Well, I'll go on to
Edibles
that.
don't.
Yeah, because
No,
I
they
couldn't
do.
sleep and I was so
But
stoned.
not normal, is it? That's not normal.
Alfie has
nothing's
edibles almost
normal
every
for
night.
you big wuss.
You big space wuss.
I had an edible last night.
What?
I
Yeah.
went to the cinema
but
with Harry.
I think what? You went, all right. I don't want to feel stoned. I just want to sleep well.
Yeah.
But if you bash them and then don't sleep, it's awful because
It's
you
like
start
that.
going, oh, you're going to start feeling
Yeah.
stoned soon. You need to go to sleep, which is the last thing that's going to make me go to sleep.
It's like them narcolepsy drugs. If you fight them, you get high. So you just got to not fight the edible. Let it take you to sleep.
Narcolepsy drugs.
Yeah, there's narcolepsy drugs where if you fight them,
Quaaludes, aren't they?
is it Quaaludes? It might be. If you
Narcolepsy drugs would keep you awake.
No, might be sleep.
I
Other way
done the
round.
same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Remember, I done the same thing.
Did you?
Yeah, same silly.
My
mistake.
mum used to have sleeping tablets and then fight them and stay awake, and it created all kinds of problems because it's true. I don't know whether I've ever spoke properly about this, but
Yeah.
because she was a drinker, but she was in like chronic pain from a hysterectomy gone wrong. Like I can't believe like they removed their womb and it damaged their leg. Like what kind of fucking surgeon was this guy? You know what I was thinking the other day? Sometimes it's a pilot's first day. Just have that thought ever on a plane. Terrifying.
I think it might have been a surgeon's first day for your mum's
Literally.
hysterectomy.
And then I had
There's a sentence you don't feel like you're going to say ever.
What were we talking about then? Sleeping tablets.
Yeah, sleeping
She would like be drinking a bottle of vodka, watching the telly. She'd have her sleeping tablets because she was like, I need them to be able to sleep for the pain. But then like another episode of fucking Big Brother's Bid on the Side or whatever would come on,
Whoa, not missing this.
and she'd stay up and fight it.
Oh no,
What?
hosted by a lizard.
What by alleged rapist Russell Brand?
Yes.
Yeah, it was hosted by him. But back then, my mum didn't know.
No, of course.
She hadn't heard the chat, so she still
What did
enjoyed.
she do?
She still
What did
enjoyed
she
his,
do?
His,
Daniel Sloss
frivolity.
is fuming with her. I always thought that about your mum. Didn't do enough about Russell Brand.
She didn't.
You know, she's a good woman and I miss her. But where was she?
But
on
then
that?
she'd start dreaming while she was awake.
Oh God.
So she was drunk and like awake dreaming.
That's lovely.
It's fucking not when you're 11.
Not as you, for you, but for them.
Yeah,
Flying.
yeah. You
feel
can
bad
sort
for
of get away
Nick.
with whatever you want though at that stage.
Yeah.
Mum, can we have a house fire? Yeah, go on.
Only 2.
But you're going to bed soon. You got school in 6 hours. It happens. It's fucking 8:15.
It's Saturday.
Can we have a house fire? The crazy shit you get up to.
What I did there, Dan, was I went for something that like no parent in their sober mind would ever allow.
Dan, that was
And,
just hyperbole.
I know. Was it a bit hyperbole?
Hyperbole.
But I genuinely, the way you talk about your childhood, I wouldn't put it past you and Jack to be like, lad, listen, bonfires are fucking it's freezing outside when they're getting going. Let's do it inside.
We used to camp in the back garden. That was pretty much as dangerous as it got with all the woodland creatures of Dubby.
Woodland. Finn, what did you see in the cinema?
The new Poirot film.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
Is it a Poirot film?
No.
I did. We did go watch the new Poirot
What?
film.
Without your mum?
Yeah,
she's seen it.
I
She's
did,
in it.
I did invite her, not to last night, but I did say, "Do you want to go and watch it?" And she's a purist. She was like, "No, I'm not."
I'll wait
watching.
until it's on ITV3
Not
on
even
a
that.
Tuesday morning,
Yeah.
and that's when I'll watch it.
If it's not Sushi, she's
I
not his.
won't watch anyone but Sushi.
I knew it was gonna be that.
She's pretty much like, it's a disgrace. He's
Who's
the
the new
OG.
one?
Kenneth Branagh.
Who's
in
that?
The film. What? He's in Harry Potter.
Who is he?
The one that lies and
Yeah.
what's he called?
That writes the book.
That writes the book and gives him the side bibliography or whatever.
Lockhart.
Lockhart. Professor Lockhart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the new Poirot.
Yeah.
He can't lay Suchet's muzzy, mate. Are you fucking joking me?
You should see the
Can't even
mustache
do
as well.
spells?
It's ridiculous.
What?
His mustache is ridiculous. It's like a proper
Not like David
handlebar.
Suchet's, is it? Which
No.
looked fucking reasonable
Yeah,
at
yeah,
all
yeah.
times.
How old's Sushi these days?
Must be 80s.
Right.
Oh, he's
Have
my...
I made this up?
He's
Was
retired.
David Suchet also an ITV newsreader?
No, same name. That was John Suchet.
But is it
Is it
his
his
brother?
brother?
I mean, Suchet is quite an unusual name, probably.
Because they look
Yeah,
identical.
no, it is his brother, John Suchet.
Fucking hell, the Sushis.
Sprinkling the sushi.
This is for me.
Finn's mum is loving this episode so
I
far.
remembered that.
So did I.
So half.
Hang on, wasn't he on the news once? So, what's it like? What happens? Who kills? Who? What?
No spoilers.
What, are you going to ruin the big Poirot film for us?
Bruce Willis is a ghost, is he? Fuck off.
In Poirot. I'm going to ruin it for you. At the end, Poirot catches him.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now you have ruined it. Because you've done that as if, oh, that's obvious. And Finn's face was, no, he doesn't. Now you've ruined it. It's the one thing, that's how they've made it good. Poirot can't solve it, and he turns to drugs, and he turns to alcohol.
Shit.
He turns to fucking sleeping tablets, but then stays awake and fights them to watch Russell Brand.
It's pretty edgy fucking
Venice.
Poirot, this, isn't it? In Venice.
In Venice. Yeah. It was.
All joking aside, Finn,
Yeah.
what? I know your mum loves Poirot.
Yeah.
Why did you go and see Poirot?
It was the only thing that I wanted to watch at the cinema.
Right.
I fancied going to the cinema.
I just wouldn't go
I
to
went
the
with
cinema.
Harry. No, I can't watch anything at home. Like, I can't focus.
Because it's just Poirot.
Yeah, it's just 24/7 Poirot.
I get that, though. Sometimes I've been away gigging, and I just go to the cinema and watch something that I would never have watched. Like, he probably would have watched Poirot, but, if there's nothing on that I want to watch, and I've got hours to kill in a city and nothing to do,
It's a free hit.
just go and watch it.
Yeah.
Even if it's
shit, I'll
purely
just go on my
like...
phone, which I'd be doing in a cafe.
Apparently, it's good for a hangover, isn't it, on your own? Go in the cinema.
No, that's on a hangover. I need to watch something I've seen before. It's I get too.
I think solo cinema trips are underrated, though,
Yeah.
in terms of...
I've never done one, but I know I'd like it.
yeah.
Try it.
Same with solo travelling. I couldn't really do that. Obviously, I've got a
You know
partner.
what's mad? I reckon more than anyone I know, literally more than anyone I know, you like your own company.
Yeah.
But also, I don't think I know anyone who's less likely to do these things on their own. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't just go, I'm going to go to the cinema today. Because you wouldn't drag yourself out the house. You'd rather stay in your dressing gown.
It's so true.
Kimono.
Yeah. It's dressing on now. We're going into the winter then.
Oh, have you changed it up?
I've gone to the thicker togged one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you're right. I love my own company. I'm sick, me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you don't go and use it. You need to spend better time with
No, I
yourself,
love
is
my own
what Adam's
company
saying.
doing nothing.
Yeah, but like when what you're in is a loveless marriage with yourself. Like one of those loveless marriages that just go into the fucking 90s, but they hate each other and they're just in the house doing nothing.
He doesn't appreciate
And
me.
all-
He doesn't take me anywhere.
And all it would take to reignite that spark, take yourself to cinema, get yourself an ice blast, but don't tell yourself you're going to get it until you get there. And you'd be like, yeah, it's ice blast.
You know, I'm so good to me.
Go to get an ice blast, but forget and go, well, in me.
Yeah.
Aren't I nice? Okay, I'll do that. Carl does things on his own.
Yeah. Spa weekend.
Oh, was that a spin-off?
Carl, like
I've
Stephen
done
says.
spa weekends on my own.
Have you?
Yeah.
When you were
Been
single?
away.
No, just when I've been
when
like
he's
gigging away.
Yeah, gigging. I think gigging away skews this whole thing because all comics have had to spend time on their own because you're like, well, I don't know anyone here. Sometimes you don't want to hang out with the comics. You're like, no, I'm going to treat myself. Go to a restaurant on your own. It's different if you've not been away working. You're like in your own environment where your friends and family and missus
What can't you
live.
do alone? Crazy golf.
I don't know, I don't know. Maybe you could, if you got there for a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and you had a Friday
3
morning.
nights of crazy golfing,
No, Friday morning.
I made I
Friday,
bought the weekend
Friday
ticket
morning,
for one.
maybe.
You can't do crazy golf on your own or axe throwing.
Just do it twice. Oh, no, you cannot do
throw
it.
it.
Class.
You're like, mate?
You're angry.
No one else coming, just me.
If you
relax.
look like me, you just can't go to the arcades on your own at all, ever. Like,
The arcade.
Just don't do that face.
what are you playing? Air hockey?
Or just say, air hockey. What else can't you do on your own?
Do you reckon you could 10-pin bowl on your own? I don't think that's as bad.
Yeah.
Just get in your own
probably,
lane
yeah.
and fucking...
I think if you go and 10-pin bowling on your own, you have to have your own ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because then
Yeah.
it looks like you're a bowler. But if you just turn up and put the fucking, like the Hollywood Bowl shoes on and go looking around the lanes for a size 10 fucking finger hole, then you look a bit weird. But if you turn up with a really sick bowling ball with like flames on and that, you know what I mean?
Oh, cool.
And you've got your own
Golf
shoes
ball.
and those fucking pedo sunglasses that people wear inside.
That's what you should do. Turn it with your own ball, the rig outs and stuff, but then put the sides up and use the ramp.
Yes, that's such a baller move. Wow, is this guy a pro? He must be in training. And then you've got the ones for
I'm
like
telling you
special
right now,
8-year-olds.
we're filming that as a sketch.
Okay.
We're filming that. As a sketch.
He's got like a 290 game. He's like, whoa. And then
Some of the staff are like,
as a
he must be a
sketch.
pro.
Sorry, as a prank video. So we're gonna book like the Hollywood Bowl on like or one of the ones in town
What a gaff, mate.
at like 7 p.m. on a Saturday for a lane, and we're gonna have I'll do it or Dan
Lane
turn
do
up
it?
in full bowling rig out with a purpose, and we'll be like taking off, blowing it off, and we'll have like hidden cameras on the other people going, look at that fucking paedophile over there with his own fucking stuff, and then just put the sides up and do the whole game and watch everyone react to it.
Be like wedging it. Have a caddy. Yeah, it's going left to right, this one, lad. Right, yeah.
Do stretches. Do stretches just before you like, and then just roll it down the metal thing.
Dan, I think you'd look best doing this.
Yeah. Cool. I'm really glad we've had that meeting. I like it. It's a new idea and I'm into
Oh,
it.
that'd be so funny, you know. People's reactions to that.
Do it with Crazy
Excellent.
Golf as well. Turn it with your own, like custom putter.
Your driver.
Yeah, I don't do stuff on my own, but I do love my own company. And I'd hate to be one of them people. You're okay with your own company.
I'm good with my own company now. I haven't always been. You used to do my head in when we were first mates.
What?
How much you loved your own company.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Because you'd want like a FIFA night that stopped at like 8:15 because you wanted to be on your own for the last 2 hours. And I'd be like, I don't want to go home on my own and play on my own. We're hanging out.
Yeah, it sounds class.
Yeah, see?
But he'd be like, lad, do you want to come round to ours tonight and play FIFA? I'd be like, fucking right I do. Yes. Fucking mates night. Yes.
For an hour and a half.
About that, no, but we would be there for an extended period of time. It would be like 2 hours or maybe a bit. We've had a bite to eat or whatever. And then he's just like, right, so yeah, just fuck off now. Like slightly more subtle. I'd be like his mum wasn't like, right, it's time for Adam to go or anything like that. It was just he wanted to still do this. I'd go home and
Yeah.
play him from my house.
Yeah.
You just wanted your own space.
I told you I charge on my own. I like being on my own because I do the stuff that I like.
Hang on. But in this situation, if you basically tell him to go home and then you keep continuing to play the game online, it's not like you're doing your own things. You're just continuing what you were doing.
Yeah, but
with Adam.
he wants to eat, like, he's like, fucking don't.
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
He wants to do his
This is
stretches.
me circle of
No,
death.
you can have your knob out. You can fart and stuff. I
Oh,
can
because
fart. No.
you never fought in front of Adam.
That was a big thing for me growing up. I didn't want people to fall in front of me. I didn't want friend time to end with anyone. Like I just wanted to, like I'd want to play out until the very last second, playing footy. I wanted to like if my mum ever told me like my mates had time for them to go now, it's 9 o'clock. I'd be like, oh, half an hour more.
Bedtime. Come
like,
on, it's
just-
bedtime. No.
I never wanted it to stop, but now.
That continued into your drinking as well.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Same
yeah.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
we can keep going.
Yeah.
It's FOMO, isn't it? You don't want to. You want to see everything that could possibly happen.
But that is gone. Like yesterday when we were doing all that filming and Will was like, right, we're heading top water now. I went to him, I'll see you there. And I walked there on my own. I was like, I want 15 minutes with no cunt talking to me.
Yeah, I like just to. I do what I like. I put the things in a tie that I like, and shit. Obviously, it's nice doing it with somebody else, but you kind of like what you want to watch. You can't watch the shit I watch. I watch stupid stuff.
What are you telling me? I built a garden office for the same fucking feeling.
And men need that more than women as well.
Think?
Yeah, absolutely. Men need their own little sanctuary more than women. I don't know why. Maybe I'm wrong there, but I feel like that's
No,
definitely
I
the case.
see what you mean. Yeah. The older you get, the more you like get a bit set in your ways and like just want a bit of fucking chill.
Yeah, women are like, this is all ours. And you're like, yeah, it is, yeah. But what's mine? Like, I need mine.
I just need this place where I can
That's
go.
your office though, innit? Like, the
Yeah,
house is ours, but
100%.
that is my, like, and the stuff that's ours belongs to the woman, doesn't it? Sorry to be so heteronormative, yeah.
The
But
living room, Serica's.
The living room is, like, it's yours. But if she wants a certain painting, it's going up. It's
Yeah.
not even a question.
I don't
but
go
if
in
you
and
want,
turn the telly over. Am I mad? She picks what's on the telly. I
I
like
bought
it.
artwork for the kitchen that wasn't officially sanctioned by Laura.
And it hasn't gone
It
up.
was a little cuddles in the kitchen. You know, like they do the lyrics of a song. I really love the colours. And I really like it. And I haven't asked for much to be out or anywhere. I was like, I think this look good in the kitchen.
Not gone up, has
it not only did not go up, it moved onto sort of the windowsill. And she was like, it looks all right there. It's now moved from the windowsill. It's basically propped next to the bin, which is about to go in. That is the gradual movement of
And
like,
here's my
not
question.
not really, probably not.
If Laura came home today with artwork she'd bought and was like,
I would go, what has happened today, madam? Go on.
But if she bought something and was like, you know the space in the kitchen that you had your eye on for that little bit.
Yeah.
If she come home today with anything, obviously within reason, if it's like fucking a gangbang with 18 dogs involved, you're not going to want that up. But like something
Painted, or is that a photo?
It's a photo.
It's
Alright,
like
cool.
we've seen the one playing cards.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the one after
The
that.
dogs playing snooker.
Yeah.
The gangbang one. Look
There-
at that
there isn't-
Alsatian.
There isn't. I looked.
Because in here, there's
There's
usually
so
an
many
Alsatian.
dogs in here. It's like,
There's every chance.
so Laura brings home this artwork. There's nothing really that she would buy that you'd even argue about, is there? For like the communal space. In the kitchen or the living room. Pretty much she could have whatever she wants up.
I say this. I am a lot less strict about sort of imposing I really don't like that. Because last time I really went to town on, can we get some fucking artwork up? It's very slow. There's hardly anything up. Like I tweeted on my Instagram stories, we had the log burner going and I was watching NFL the other morning because it was cold. And 2 people were like, lad, there literally is nothing on your walls, is there? Still. So I'm a lot less, like, I'm easygoing. She has bought stuff. When I really pressed her on it, she went and bought like some artwork. And I was like, I'm going to be honest, I just don't like it.
Yeah, but I'm
That's
forgetting
happened.
you're more
that
of a
happened
woman than
once.
most men I know.
That happened once in like 4 years. The
There's
rest
nothing
of the
said
time.
goodbye.
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Oh no, I really like.
Not even that's
don't
like
know
the
where she
Blackburn
got this
Rovers
shit
team
from.
photo of like 2004.
It was that.
Unless
That'd
Morgan
be
Gams
banging.
Pedersen was
It
in
was
it.
You
that.
would put that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
You'd like that.
Morgan Gams Pedersen 2 guy.
I think if Serica
Derbyshire.
brings back a 2004-2005 Blackburn Rovers team picture, you've got to check her for a head injury because that would be hugely out of
She's
character.
doing it
wouldn't
for me.
Obviously, this is lovely because we spent time in Japan and everything else really accents the room nicely. Obviously, Blackburn 04-05.
I thought Matt I thought Matt Derbyshire was dead. Who am I thinking of? Who's dead? Peter Whittingham. Sorry, Finn.
It sort of made sense, but it's getting a screech.
Who are these people?
Former Premier League wingers.
Basically, I let everything go because I just, she's in the house a lot. I'm on tour and out of the house a lot. I'm genuinely going to get a Blackburn Rovers 04-05 photo framed. Not a huge one, not like an A2 or something, just an A4, and just leave it in the kitchen, see what happens.
Oh, please do.
I'm just going to be like, when she's like, what's that? I'm like, I love Rovers that I've never mentioned in
Gaslighting
10
into
years.
Blackburn
Feel
Rovers.
like 40
fan.
when I was.
Darling. And I grew up near Blackburn. I love Rovers.
Yes, that is Peter Whittingham. Never played for him and he's dead, but...
And then it'll end up in the garden office when she goes, why don't you go for
What would you do if she goes, oh my God, 2 guys Sandley?
I'd be weirdly impressed.
Do you know what's a boss date night idea that I think you and Serica would love?
Go on.
Go to the range, right? Don't even tell her you're doing this. Surprise her with
The
this. 'cause
shop.
I know Serica's sort of likes well enough that I think she'd love this, and if you surprised her with this, she'd be like, "That's fucking sick."
Go on.
Go to the range.
Love the range.
Get 2 massive blank canvases and a load of paints and paintbrushes. And when she comes home from work one day, just have them on the floor with a dust sheet under them and say, "We're gonna just paint these canvases and hang them up."
Yeah, we're going to paint them for 2 hours
done
and
it.
then you need to fuck off
What?
because I
We've
need
done
my own
that.
company.
Have you?
Yeah, so we've got a book called...
Shut up. Really?
Yeah.
You've had portrait night?
Yeah, so-
York and Cole, mate. York and Cole. Shearer and the one he played with. We're the fucking same.
There's something.
Yeah.
Bags of Shearer. We've got a book called the Couples Book, whatever, and the first, you scratch it off, and the first one was dress up, really, really smart, have champagne and wine, and paint. And we did it. It's something like you go
It was
for-
what? Dress
So
in your
you
best
dress
clothes.
up as if you're going
Dress
to like a
up
black
you
tie
go-
event. You're going to like Tiger Woods' birthday.
You're going
right?
to Tiger Woods' birthday, a court case, a wedding. What? And then get paint on it? You paint in a fucking
No, so it's-
tuxedo?
You look fancy, you act fancy, and you paint. It was fun, and it's different.
Yeah. Kooky.
It's-
Crazy. Have you kept those? Have you kept that artwork?
Literally, yeah.
Did you just paint 2 guy?
And she went,
Is that
"Two guys
me?
only."
No, it's not. It's 2 guy, mate. Phenomenal midfielder.
She's so good at painting, and I'm not. But like, she respected my efforts. Hers was good. Mine was well done. Different.
Was it when you were new, or was it like recently?
It was in this house, literally like a year ago.
Wow.
Why are you so surprised?
It's just
because your love life's got no flamboyancy to it.
Just have fun.
I have, honestly, when it comes to, black tie arts and crafts, no, me and Laura have not done that. You're absolutely right. I'm going to go home with Laura going, this is pathetic.
Do you know
We've never worn lingerie and done a plique. Or we're not even a proper couple.
if Laura came home and you were like, I've got some paints there, let's just have a laugh and have a drink and get drunk, she'd fucking love it and she'd suck it off.
Yeah. Women
Right.
love spontaneous stuff,
Yeah,
including
yeah.
spontaneous blowjobs.
Yeah. Who's feeding the kids? Never mind that, Laura. We're painting portraits.
The kids are with
Jack's
their nan.
falling down the stairs.
Yeah.
The kids are with the nan. The kids are out for the night. I've got us some drink and takeaway. We're trying to paint. She'd fucking love it.
Yeah, okay, cool, yeah.
She would.
I'm
Take
taking,
her to a pottery class.
taking applications for a nan that lives round us. That'd be fucking
We
great.
want to do pottery, but
That sounds like a euphemism for bumming, by the way.
which?
Take her for a pottery class.
Oh, yeah.
What are we doing later? Bit of pottery. You know what I mean?
With a Filipino house guest.
We want to do pottery. It's expensive though, so we haven't done it yet. But yeah, you can lend this book off us if you want.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah.
And you scratch. So what you do is you pick out at home or out, and then you pick your travel time. So like it might be too far away, or whatever, because it might be like a Sunday. You haven't got much time, and you scratch it off, and it goes do this, and you've got to do it. And then you get a Polaroid, and you take a picture of you doing it, and you put it in.
See, here's the thing, no. My problem with that book is I don't have to do it.
But but you've got to. I know.
No, but you haven't.
Classic Adam.
But that is the problem I'd have with that book is I would eventually scratch something off and be like,
I'm not doing
no.
that.
yeah.
And that's what you've done.
No, genuinely, that was the first one. I was like, oh, fucking hell. And then we went to Rennie's on Bold Street when it was still open. That was lovely because we got to buy paint and paintbrushes. Rennie's was a beautiful shop. That's unfortunately gone. And that was a part of it. It was great. But
I love that Adam is like, yeah, you're a book. I don't have to listen to you.
That is what I'm
He's
like,
right,
though.
though. One of them would be like, I don't want to do that, but you kind of got to be invested and just do it. And you have fun.
Yeah, cool. I'll do it, yeah. I'll get the book. I'll get a tuxedo. I'll get Laura a ball gown and some crayons. And she will nosh me off. Thanks, Carl. Great advice. Great advice.
We're
We're going to book a babysitter, yeah? So we have to do this in the garden
You don't
office.
tell her you're booking a babysitter.
What do you mean?
Because that's the mental load on her then.
What
When she
what
comes
do you
home,
mean?
You
What
have
do
to
you mean?
surprise her.
What?
Stop
Surprise
that-
her with what?
Take the mental load away. The
What
kids are
mental
already
load?
out.
That's a fucking babysitter is the mental load.
No,
dog.
booking a babysitter is mental load. You go, the kids are
No,
gone.
I'll book it.
No, you don't even tell it. The kids are gone.
You don't want
Where are the kids?
You don't want to think like, what's he up to here? You don't want any of that.
Do you want me to just lock the kids outside? What are you talking about? Her mother lives in Bedfordshire.
Yeah.
Not a euphemism
No.
for sleeping.
You get her mum. You get her mum to come and take the kids for the
I
night.
get her mum to drive from Bedford for 3 hours.
Is that your only babysitter?
Yes, apart from Jasmine, shout out, she's a patron, who lives down the road, which always freaks Laura out. Who lives, what am I doing? Right, Jasmine, I need you to babysit. Where? Your house. Why? Because we're doing fancy arts and crafts.
Your house, why? Because I'm surprising Laura with something romantic.
Well-
Oh, that's lovely.
Well, just give my kids to the babysitter and just get her to wander around fucking Sorgal and Blake.
No, they're not going wandering around Sorgal. They're going to her house, aren't they?
No, that's not how babysitters
Or
work.
the local babysitting hotel, wherever.
There we go. I should have thought of booking them in at the local babysitting hotel.
That's a good idea, by the way.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Like a doggy daycare for babies. Nursery. Take them there.
Just take them a
Night
kennel.
nursery.
Yeah.
There you go. They're in the cage.
Okay, then.
That's
You
an
get
XL bully. Etta, Jack,
you
two
get
more XL
Laura's
bullies.
mum to drive up from Bedfordshire.
3 hours, 3.5 in traffic with a piss break. Go on.
She gets to see her grandchildren at the end of it.
And you pay
It's not
her-
like she's driving to fucking DFS to try and get a full price sofa, is it? She's coming to fucking look after her grandchildren.
Just trying to. I don't want to say
I mean, if you go to DFS and get a full price sofa, you're not concentrating. DFS got offers on a lot.
the
Go
dearest
on.
furniture store, that stands for. Pay a petty as well.
Thanks for the fact.
Oh.
Right. Oh, yeah, pay your petrol.
You get it up from
come-
Bedfordshire and you put it up in the Hilton in like the suite, so that
Nice.
she's got two rooms. She's got 2 rooms. She's got her bedroom and the kids get to go and stay with their nan for the night, and you get to go to
yeah.
fucking Pussyville, mate.
Right, so far, date night is costing me about 320 quid.
Yeah,
Flip it.
you can afford it. Look.
Flip it. Give her the house. You take the suite.
No, that's not the same.
But he's.
I prefer fucking in my own house, mate.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
prefer the hotel.
I know how everything weighs, and like I know what I can bend someone over and what I can fucking manipulate them on. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I
absolutely.
like their legs, not
At
like
this point,
wait.
I'd take it in my own
not
house.
like I'm
a
like do
Hilton,
something for me. Not
Can't be in
that.
here. Why? I don't know how much that lamp weighs.
Vauxhall Corsa. I'd take it anywhere. So that's valid. So right now, I've got my kids in a 5-star suite at the Hilton with my
And
tired,
they're made up, by the way.
travel-weary stepmom. No,
Stop
What's
worrying
she
about
called?
them.
Mother-in-law.
Stop worrying about them.
Right, they're gone.
Is Laura's mum your stepmom?
No, she's my
It's a
mother-in-law.
weird family dynamic, that. Carry on.
No, I have got a stepmom.
I know. She
Uh,
did.
No, she just doesn't talk to me. She's also not an option for babysitting. Dangerous water here, Dan. Let's swim away. You can get the internet in Tarleton. So I'm all in. So I've got the house. Laura's like, where are the kids? And I'm like, shh, never mind about that. I know you haven't seen your mum for 4 months, but she's round the corner in a suite at the Hilton. But it's not about her. Shh. I'm taking the load off you. I know you thought they'd been kidnapped because I didn't explain what was going on, but they're just gone. Don't even think about it, because that's how being a mum works. Out of sight, out of mind. And then, by the way, you're going to need a frock. What do you mean you've not got one? It's like you're not trying for this date night.
Mental load again. I've got you one.
Oh, women love to be dressed. Here you are,
do.
love. Here's a lovely dress. I didn't know what size, so I just guessed 14, so there'd be some give.
You didn't know what
There you go.
size.
What?
Check the ones in the wardrobe, knobhead.
Oh, check the ones in the wardrobe. Great. 12. I don't. Why am I doing this? Give her the dress. She's like, it's not really my colour. I'm like, shh, shut up, idiot.
Little black dress.
Shh. Oh, it's gone. We've gone black.
Little black dress.
She's
Everyone
got the
loves
black
little
dress on.
LBD.
Yeah, and some shoes that want. And she's like, oh my God, you're taking me on a big night. No, let's go down to the garden office. They're going to be pretty excited. I'm doing Art Attack with you. It's not an awards night. Why would you think it's an awards night? Yeah, I always wear a tuxedo, idiot. Get the brushes.
She'd laugh her head off.
She would.
She'd have a full. Oh, it'd be brilliant.
You'd have the funnest night ever. Have tequila,
Honestly.
bed and edibles.
Yeah. Bit
You'd
of
have
tequila, a mid-shelf wine, like a £9 bottle of wine from the Asda.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
She knows that that's not a £6
That
one.
crimes one. What's
As soon
it?
as
19 crimes.
Crime wine. Get that in.
crime wine.
Yeah. It's the good game.
Is that one of the ones?
Yeah.
Is that mid-shelf crime
Put
wine?
some crime wine in the
It is up to £11, the crime one.
I like the yellow one with that. I like ones that have got that little
Yellow
gold
one?
netting around it. It makes it look fancy. Even though
Chianti.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's still about £8.
So
and
you
then what?
just shit all over that idea, but it's a good idea. Obviously, she's not going to think the kids are being kidnapped, because what you do is you
Leave a
send
note.
her to get her nails done and her makeup by like a professional
Look at
makeup
that.
artist.
Brilliant,
Right?
brilliant.
He knows.
Another £80, so we're up to
You
400.
can afford it.
Oh,
You've
hang
got
on,
7
and the
cars.
and the
Sell one of your fucking cars.
and I've also paid the fuel for my mother-in-law. Fucking £70, right? So I'm 470 in, and I've not even been noshed off. How much am I paying on paint? Spending on paint? How much of that?
You get the good paints because you
Oh,
want them to
of
last. And a bit of a...
Because we'll be doing this again next week. Yeah.
Yeah. You need to
Get
get
reused.
varnish as well, or sealant.
Varnish.
Nice. Yeah, you want to protect it?
Varnish.
Yeah.
We're giving it.
You could even do a bit of joinery. Make a table, some dovetail joints.
Hang on. So we're doing artwork, or are we doing carpentry?
You're right, love. Kids are in the open with your mum. And me and you are going to rewire the house.
In a ball gown. In a ball gown.
Yeah, that fridge needs cleaning.
Fucking brilliant way for a couple to die. Both getting electrocuted like they were at the fucking Oscars.
Telling you what, though. The police are going to have a mad time when they come in.
It's like Gone Girl.
Try and figure out what's going on there. You've got a fucking screwdriver in a plug socket.
On a Tuesday night. Where are the
Fucking hell,
kids?
lads.
They're in the hill.
They're burnt to death. Oh, God. The poshest fucking suicide pact you've ever seen.
Women love spontaneity.
Women love suicide pacts. Get a mum up, book them into the Hilton. Do a suicide pact. It's on page 9, and you've got to do what the book says. Suicide pact. That was one that Adam was like, yeah, I don't want to kill myself. Fuck off, you're a book. Well, boys, that was a slow build, but it was beautiful. Let's have a break.
Hey, you! The podcast's on a little break here, isn't it? There's nothing for you to listen to. So why don't you do us a favour while we're on a break? Like this if you're on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube. Leave a comment. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, leave us a 5-star review with a nice little comment. If you're listening on Spotify, leave us a 5-star review with a nice little comment.
Follow us online, all our socials at Have a Word Pod. Give us a
Share
follow.
our stuff. If you see a video, like it and share it.
sound.
Costs you nothing. Makes
Don't
the
be a
world
dick
a
about
difference
it.
to us. You know what I
Why are
mean?
you being a dick
Don't
about
be
it?
sly.
Share it, you fucking lit.
Don't be a fucking rat.
Hello.
Hello, part 2
This
of
is lovely.
6.
This
It's
is
my
lovely.
favourite piece of clothing.
It's very, very nice.
It is a lovely blue.
Michigan
Like a
Brady.
midnight blue.
Air Jordan.
The Wolverines, mate. I'm a Wolverine for life.
Yeah, they're doing well.
I
Yeah, you are smashing it. The Wolves.
like their uniforms though. I pick American sports teams like women pick horses on the Grand National.
Boy.
I like the pink.
I need to
fella.
stop saying women like that. I don't mean all women. I mean the ones I know. Good?
Yeah. Just a couple of questions.
Go.
Right. First one from Matty Rutter.
Loves it up the scrutter.
The
Matty
Rutsman.
Rutter.
If a statue of you was ever made, what pose would you want? What location? And what would you want the plaque to say?
I'd want the sexy therapist's chair. Do you know what I mean?
What?
Like I'm laying on the therapist's bed, sort of like
chaise,
move over.
chaise long.
Move over.
On the chaise long, on the chaise long.
Oh, dear.
For the audio listeners, Adam's being super
That's,
sexy
see,
on the
that,
desk.
that's the Brent to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You're doing an office reference.
But I haven't seen that, so it's the sexy therapist's chair for me. And then where would I want it?
Yeah.
On top of the cop.
Overlooking.
Yeah, so I'm constantly just watching the match from the best seat in the house.
And then what does the plaque say?
Adam.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter what's on the plaque because
No one can see.
no one's, it's on the top of a stadium, isn't it?
Yeah. The plaque's massive though.
It's bigger than
Just
the thing.
as Adam.
Yeah.
What about you, Dan?
I'd like a bronze statue of me in a tuxedo, Laura in a ball gown with a little screwdriver and us both dead, electrocuted. And I just want the plaque to say, date night.
Where's that?
Where's that? Where does it
Where
need
are
to
you
be?
putting the statue?
Do I have?
Yeah.
Do I get to choose
Yeah.
where it is?
Yeah.
It's on top of the cop, of course. Where's yours?
The Liverpool Road end.
The Anfield Road end.
Damn, Anfield Road end.
Liverpool Road's in Page Moss.
Yeah.
Not Anfield.
Stupid.
Fucking not bad.
The other side. So just really fucking up the skyline of Anfield.
What are you going for, Carl?
I don't know. Maybe, have you seen when people sit backwards on chairs with the legs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably that.
Like a substitute teacher who wants to get on a level with the
Yeah.
kids. Call me Carl.
Yeah. I'm not like a normal teacher. On
It blows my mind. You've been a teacher.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Boss at it as well.
Yeah, but not in schools. I don't know. I got upset for that. Not in school. In schools.
Not in public schools, no, I was in private school.
In Japan.
Yeah.
But you haven't taught in the UK, have you?
No, I volunteered in a classroom for a month on my old school to see if I liked it. And I was sick. Kids love me.
A teaching assistant.
I basically rang my old school and went, hello, I want experience in a school. Can I just come into the school? And they were like, yeah. All the receptionists were the same people and recognised me, which was mad. And they were like, yeah, just go into a class for a month. And I was basically, what do you want me to do? And she put me with this young lad who needed like one-to-one. And on the last day, I brought me Elder Wand in from Harry Potter. And he thought it was real. And it was the best day of his life.
This wasn't a top set, was it?
No, this lad needed one-to-one help, Adam. He wasn't like the smartest person in the class.
Yeah, plus he thought a wand was real.
No, but I told him it was real. But I said it doesn't
Right.
work in schools because you've got to be doing your work.
Because you're not allowed to do magic in
Yeah,
just
oh my
muggle
God.
schools.
I was like, if I took this outside, I can do magic. He's like, wow. I was like, doesn't work in schools. He was like, best day of his life.
Was this in Cardinal Leaning?
No, in St. Paul's.
Oh, your little school.
Little school.
Right. Okay.
Carl went into a
So
school
year 11.
and got his wand out. So let's.
I honestly
Leave
thought
it
you
at
meant
that.
Cardinal Leaning. Mad.
But whatever I was talking about before that Adam said I was a teacher. Yes, I can't remember what I was talking about.
What would you have on your plaque?
Oh, yeah, I'd have that on Christ the Redeemer's shoulder. And it'd just say, it's happening.
Yeah.
Good.
Nice.
Solid. Right. From Finn Grove. If you and your partner somehow swap bodies for a day, would you shag?
What?
Would I suck my own cock?
If you and your partner somehow swap bodies for a day, would you shag?
I suppose that's the first thing you do, isn't it?
That's the dream, if anything, innit? Getting to fuck yourself.
Isn't it?
Is it? Is it the dream?
What do you think?
And next time you piss someone off and they're like, go fuck yourself, be like, I've done it, mate. It was sick. Now you fuck off.
I wouldn't suck.
Yes, you would.
I wouldn't suck
would.
my own willy.
Oh, maybe would you? Because you're in Serica's body for the day.
Yeah.
No noshy.
Yeah.
But what about Pound Town? And not even the pile drive to the arse. Just a
Probably,
gentle. Because it's your first time.
Yeah. I
Innit?
just want to see what it was like.
Yeah.
It's well better, isn't it? The euphemism of put your finger in your ear and like tickle it. Which bit feels better?
Famous euphemism.
What?
Like you enjoy sex more, men or women. Put your finger in your ear and do that. Which part feels better? The ear.
Carl, have you literally ever heard another
My finger
human
hasn't
say
got a
that?
bell end on it.
And the ear is the pussy,
Yeah.
of course.
If you keep scratching your ear, you will come. Fact.
Your finger hasn't got a bell and don't know how to be right.
I have got a clit in my ear, so.
There you go.
It's not gay to fuck yourself, though, is it? And anyway, it's not gay because you're a woman for the day.
If you bent your cock up and put it up your own ass, it's gay.
Next question, Finn.
Yeah.
You know, in those silences, just crack on.
Yeah, I was just
crack on.
I was just reflecting on what you
Just
said.
pile through.
We're gonna do some.
I was waiting for Dan's opinion on it.
Yeah.
That's done it.
Underrated, overrated.
What you want? Oh well, shit.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if you're going to crack on through, I've got to be ready.
Overrated or underrated to hit your wife with a shovel.
This first one's from Oscar. Heated seats.
Overrated. I don't ever want to be warm. Ever. Especially for an extended period of time. I'm assuming he means heated car seats.
Yeah.
No, I don't need it.
I don't mind. I like it in the winter, little bum warm. I'll turn it off though. Don't keep it on the whole thing.
It's fucking weird.
Just initially, before the car's warmed up, it is kind of nice because they heat up pretty
Straight
quick.
away. See, in BMW, you have to get a subscription for that.
What?
So they're making everything a subscription now, aren't they?
What?
Everything. If you've got a BM, you have to subscribe and pay yearly for them to turn the heated seats on
Oh,
your car.
fuck off.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, ridiculous. Everything's a subscription now. I mean, sign up to our Patreon, it's great, but
Right. Harland Robinson says overrated or underrated music during sex.
It depends what it is, doesn't it?
R&B.
That's
It's
good,
Usher's debut album.
yeah.
Confessions.
Yeah.
Got
Part
a burn
two.
for me to say this. I'm coming up your ass. Been a long time coming.
Do you know he's doing the Super Bowl next year, Dan?
I do, yeah. Every NFL fan's just like, cool. Everyone, like, throw it out. But in 2021, it peaked.
What are we going for music during sex?
I'm not into it, man.
No?
I don't know, unless you've got a special playlist. I just don't
No,
know.
that's worse.
That is
I'm putting my
worse.
sex
Your
playlist on.
shagging playlist.
No, just put a bit of just put some tunes on and then just
Yeah,
get
but
to
what
pound time.
tunes? What tunes?
Just whatever.
R&B.
I've fucked to
R&B is
country
the
music.
one. What?
Alexa.
No, you haven't.
No.
I have, because that's all I've got on, really. And then sometimes you go to fucktown spontaneously.
That's
don't you?
different, though, isn't it?
If Wagon Wheel comes on, you're not fucking.
I probably have fucked a wagon wheel.
Yeah. If anything, it quickens him up.
He definitely has fucked a wagon wheel. It's on enough.
Yeah, I will have.
I don't
Music being on sound, I more often than not, though, fuck to telly. And then I have to rewind and try and remember.
And then you go, I remember that bit from when I was doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's the
also,
thing.
you get to know exactly how long you take.
Because you get to go, oh, fuck, that was fucking hell.
So, what I do is, when we stop, I pause the telly and I'm like, right, that's on 37 minutes. And I go back to where it started. And it's like, oh, 8 minutes. That took us 29 minutes.
I do exactly the same thing.
Pause The Good Wife.
You don't you're not pausing the telly if you...
Oh, you just keep fucking through The Good Wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not listening, but you're hearing.
Yeah.
With
You're
your eyes.
listening with your eyes.
Right, cool. I like it all.
You're
nice
not in
and
the
chilled.
dark, though.
Silent.
Oh, just nice and... I don't need to put... Like, if you're in a room where nothing's on, I don't go, Laura, I want to fucking bang you so bad. But let me just put the TV on in the background. Maybe YouTube. Just like, no. It's
Why are you
already
walking
quiet.
into a room where Laura's being perfectly silent anyway and then trying to fuck?
What?
Laura's just sitting there, this.
You're like,
No, I didn't say we have to whisper. I'm just saying the room's quiet. I'm not going in going, Laura, shut the fuck up. We're going to have sex. Don't turn anything on. Like, it's just that if the room is quiet, I'm not putting stuff on to
well,
bang.
why is Laura sat in this quiet
Let
room?
me just
on
get
her
a
own?
CD. Who said she was? I just
You?
we walked in together.
You don't bang
when
in
we're
the
about
dark,
to
do
bang.
you?
You walked in to a
She
room.
doesn't just wait in a fucking room like an ill person in a bed. I need help. What do you need, Laura? Dick.
You turn the lights on though.
What?
You do. You turn the lights on though.
Not the big light.
No, you turn them down. Lock
Fucking with the big lights on.
turn
No
the
one's fucking with
lights down low.
I have fuck with big lights on.
A lamp.
Pour much some music that is
when-
nice and slow.
I grew out of that. And when I was younger, I think it was like, oh, it's dark. And now I'm like, no, that's awful. Fucking in the dark's awful. It is. It's awful.
You don't like the big lights on though?
No, it's the big light on. The landing
Like
light.
shagging in the dentist, isn't it?
The landing light, perhaps. Or a lamp.
A lamp.
A lamp.
Bedside. One of your two bedside lamps on is perfect. Fuck ambience.
Can I just say, fairy lights sometimes, if you've got fairy lights in your room, that casts a... I've had girlfriends that have had fairy lights and it looks really nice if you bonk to them.
Yeah.
I once fucked in front of clap activated Christmas tree lights.
And
Like
had
if you clapped,
Yeah.
it changed like what they were doing, and they went fucking bananas. Mate.
Had an epileptic fit.
He was
When I
clapping them
fuck, I
cheeks.
clap cheeks.
Yeah.
29 minutes.
Right. Yeah, lights on. Grow up. If you have the lights off, you want to see your
Once in a while. Nothing wrong with a little...
So lights on is overrated.
No.
Music is
Lights on is underrated.
underrated, but not the big light.
Not the big light.
You don't want it to be clinical. You don't want it to feel like an experiment. You know.
Yeah.
Carl, do you have a big, like, floor length mirror? Like a huge one at the side so you can be like...
What, like Patrick Bateman?
Yeah.
No, but I have done
I
that.
have done that in rooms, and I don't love it. Because I've got to be honest with you, this might shock you. I'm not as good at fucking to the eye as I am to the cock and pussy.
You're a field player. It doesn't look amazing sometimes.
Like, do you know what I
but
mean? I don't
it's-
look like a porn star, but like I feel like a porn star.
Yeah.
You ever
for
fuck
women.
with a mirror on the ceiling?
Well,
You ever had a mirror on the ceiling?
no.
Where was that?
Love hotels in Japan.
Ooh.
Best gaff. Big circle bed, red light. Nasty.
Like Austin Powers' gaff.
Basically, yeah. Karaoke.
Right. Next one. Gary Blank.
Oh my God, I've just remembered my dad had a floor length mirror.
What, you remembering?
I just remembered one of the houses we lived in. I've just remembered, saying floor length mirror. I've just remembered the last place I saw one was in my dad's bedroom. And it's just given me the...
When he was with your mum?
No, a few years after.
Why were you in your dad's bedroom?
What?
Why were you in your dad's bedroom?
I wasn't banned from the bedroom. I wasn't Harry Potter. I wasn't living under the stairs. I'm aware of what was in different rooms. What are you doing in my room? Just checking where the mirrors are. It was just, there was a mirror in there, Carl.
Is this guy forgot to put a second name in?
Yeah. Gary Blank. Coleslaw. Underrated or overrated?
Overrated.
Shite.
It's like fucking like
Finally,
vegetable
we
sick.
agree. What is it?
He gets it with his Nando's.
Yes.
It's like you've lost the side doing that.
Yeah.
Aye, mate. You know this mayonnaise? Don't know whether you could put some stale veg in it for us, could you?
Hi, mate. Is this calf vegetable sick? Yeah, I'll have thought.
Can you mush it right next to my burger as well? Nice one. I want it touching my other food.
Can I just say most salad on burgers
salad. Go on, sorry. Go.
is unnecessary and overrated.
Correct.
Like, I think it's all style over substance. That like lettuce on a burger makes other things soggy and doesn't even keep its form. Like lettuce on a cold sandwich, I do.
And it's got the crisp.
Yeah, but like if you get your
BLT.
Subway toasted, like the lettuce shouldn't really be on that either for me. It should only be on a cold Subway.
Yeah, it's warm. lettuce.
Yeah.
I don't get my
As
Subway
soon as you
toasted.
warm up the lettuce,
It goes all
it's like soggy cabbage lettuce.
it's bollocks, yeah.
Yeah.
Tomatoes, I don't like on burgers. I don't mind tomatoes now. I got into a Greek salad while I was in Greece. Fucking wonderful. Really nice stuff. I really liked it. On a burger, I just
Tomato,
don't need it.
It makes the bread horrible.
And I feel like a child whenever I order a burger, I have to go, no lettuce, no tomato. And then if the onions are uncooked onions, they can suck me fucking bollocks
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the
Never
onions,
agreed with him so much.
like, yeah, anything like that is completely overrated.
I honestly think Five Guys are so good for this. They're like, you want a burger. When you say cheeseburger, we'll assume you mean the meat, the cheese, and bread. And then literally everything
Yes.
else
It's
is
free.
listed.
You can have all of
and
it.
you go, you can literally say every one of them, but you get to go, I like a little lettuce, mayo, ketchup, hot sauce, whatever.
You ask, they don't presume.
Do you know about the free bacon for life fast food hack?
No.
So in Five Guys, all of the toppings are free for everything. So you can go in, order a Five Guys burger, and ask for extra bacon, extra bacon, extra bacon, extra bacon, extra bacon. And you can say that as many times as you like.
My man loves bacon.
Right. And they will put on as much bacon as you ask for. You can take it out of the burger and then just reheat it.
It's not going to be It's not going to be a burger anymore, is it? It's going to be a cheeseburger hidden in a pile of bacon.
Yeah, but then you take all that bacon
There's
off
no
and enjoy your
limit.
cheeseburger.
There's no limit.
No.
So you can just have unlimited bacon.
Legally, they're not even allowed to go, you've got 2 kilograms of bacon in that burger. Like, no, it's trading standards.
We've
Look,
got no bacon
it says
left.
free bacon. We've run out of bacon. I will wait for the next delivery,
European consumer law.
which we are.
Get on it.
Right.
That's a hack for most things.
Yeah. Are we still part of that, though?
Yeah.
You know, because
4 years.
we're not in Europe anymore.
No, we won't be.
You sure? Steve used it last year.
That's literally why we left the EU.
Yeah, we're not in the EU.
Because fucking Brussels, mate, and all their bureaucracy were controlling our laws and making our passports not black.
And look how good things are now.
European consumer law was fire, mate. If you had something electrical that broke within 4 years, you buying it, regardless of your warranty. If you took it back
Yeah.
and claimed that, you'd have to
Yeah.
change it.
And who owned the thing that was breaking? Probably Tories. Who benefits not having a rule that says you have to replace it? Tories.
Yeah, fucking rats.
Right. Next one. Liam F. Underrated or overrated? Wearing long sleeve tops or hoodies underneath football tops for the match. Personally, don't see anything wrong with it, especially in the winter when it's freezing. I want my football top to be on display rather than my boring hoodie.
Go for that,
I
Adam.
think people who judge others for doing it are just being weird.
Here's the thing, okay? If I went to an NFL game, would do that.
Correct.
If I seen someone doing it at Anfield, it is an immediate sign that they've never stepped foot in this city before.
Yeah. I don't wear an
To the
Everton top
game.
to match.
To the match.
To the match.
To the match.
Over a hoodie.
So this, literally the one I've got on now with the hoodie under it, because you want this top on display.
Yeah, but if it's the NFL, that looks
Looks-
very
it
normal.
looks good.
Because in the States, they go and watch games in -3 degrees Celsius, and they still do that. That's what they do. They wear the coat, and you go, cool, you live in fucking New England or whatever. But over here, it's not looking good, is it?
No, you're a tourist.
You're a wool.
Yeah.
That's the biggest wool sign you could possibly get. I would do it at an NFL game if I was cold, but I'm an NFL wool.
What if you took
Exactly.
someone to the match for the first time and that's what they turned up in?
Well,
Would
the
you
first
say
time I took
something?
Alfie to the match, he had white socks on, rolled up jeans, and a tote bag.
If you can survive that, you can survive anything.
What was in the tote bag?
Just his belongings.
Steve
The book
McManaman.
that he was reading.
His book will have been in it.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever book he was reading at the
Absolutely,
time.
yeah.
His
And-
notebook.
A novel for half time.
Yeah.
Madness. But yeah, you're right. That's tourist. Screams tourist.
Right.
And we
okay.
are tourists in the NFL.
Hey,
Yeah.
question. If we go to Buenos Aires,
When?
when, and go and watch Boca, are we we're going to look like that. Are we going to kit up, or is that touristy?
Well, like weapons.
Tool up. I didn't mean tool up.
Oh.
I know they're a bit feisty down there.
I'd wear a Boca kit, yeah.
Yeah. That's fine, isn't it? Is it basically just Anfield that this is not allowed in, or Goodison?
No, I feel like just
I'm not a tourist at Anfield.
So
And if
you're
you
allowed
come-
to be a tourist at Boca?
Yeah, and if you come with me, I don't want you to look like one either,
Right.
because I'm taking you.
Right. Okay.
I tell you what makes you a bit of a tourist, though, Dan. Food.
Let me just find smooth.
You're a food tourist, aren't you?
oh, this smells wonderful.
Sex tourist.
Welcome to our newest, most popular section. Dan tries to eat stuff that he's never had before.
Food. There's your jingle.
What is it today?
Today,
You're having an OG green pot noodle.
I'm sure there was pot noodles that I'd like more than this.
Dan loves it as well.
You can't try a pot noodle without going for the green one first.
Also, this is like one of the most inoffensive things ever. If you don't like this, it's
They are
mental.
staple, just goodness. Like there's no like wow.
How long ago was this poured, Matthew? 4 minutes. So you've done it as it says on the tin.
Oh,
my
Matthew,
God.
Matthew
Slightly
knows
too
what he's
watery
doing.
for my liking. But
I'd have a bit of bread,
it'll be
mate.
fine.
Yeah, you'd always have bread with this.
Have a bit of bread. Dip.
Let's have a look.
That's wonderful. The soy sauce is already in.
Oh my God. I don't even think I want a bacon butty anymore. I want that.
You can have it
So
in about 3 minutes.
Adam, what's going on?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adam Rowe. I'm the co-host of the Have a Word podcast, and so is he. His name's Dan Nightingale. He is a bit of a food idiot, and he doesn't try food. So we're forcing him to try it one every single week, a food on an episode.
I'm an idiot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Hi.
to Dan Tries Food. This is the Have a Word podcast. This is Dan Nightingale. He's got food phobias. We've made him try a hot dog. We made him try scouse, which is essentially just stew. You okay?
They haven't seen that yet, but oh God.
Here we go. This is Dan Nightingale, age 42's first ever crack at a pot noodle. That is pathetic, and you're gonna have to have
Just,
more.
just
Oh,
give
you've
me a
gotta
break.
get some of
Just
the
give me a
bits.
break. It doesn't work like that.
but you just gotta
it
get
doesn't
some of the
work like that,
bits.
guys. The more you put on, the more likely I'm not going to like it. Let me just go at my own pace.
okay.
Okay,
You're
right.
gonna love it.
Okay.
He fucking loves it.
That's objectively pretty sound.
Okay. Now I want you to try something else. Then
Go on.
I want you to have a drink of it.
No, that's for the end.
No,
You gotta have a drink of it.
The last third you drink.
I can't.
Yeah.
Have you ever had soup?
It's soup.
No, I don't have soup.
Well, you are gonna have a little drink of it because it's a
No.
part of having a pot noodle.
No.
It's a part of having it.
Let's
Dan,
call that a win.
That is a win.
have a drink of it.
Dan, do it. Trust us. It's chicken soup.
I don't like chicken soup.
You don't
You
like
don't
pot-
know that because you've never had it.
I know, but
You didn't like chicken and mushroom pot noodles until you tried this.
I know, but that's
Drink.
It doesn't
the pot-
work. Just
Oi,
because.
look at me.
Just because you have evidence.
Listen.
I'm scared, Adam.
Drink your pot noodle.
It's too hot. We'll have to do this.
Drink your pot noodle.
It's too hot.
it's like
Feel
a
that.
cup of tea.
Too hot. That's too hot to drink. Oh, it's Skull Town.
Oh, I bet that was
No, it
lovely.
isn't. Drink your pot noodle.
Was that nice?
It's lovely.
This one's dirty now.
Drink your pot noodle.
Oh, stop being a fucking space idiot.
Nailed it. We had to cut that out.
Good boy.
It's like dirty water. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I'll give you this. It's all right.
Well done, Dan.
You'd have one of them, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah! He got something he fucking actually eat.
Out
He
of
didn't
10?
mind the hot dog. He didn't mind the sausage roll. He would order this in a Michelin-starred restaurant.
Out of 10, Dan?
Not as good as hot dog. That went really well.
Oh,
Yeah.
7 then?
Again, compared to what I thought how much I was gonna hate it, 7. Compared to food I like, 4.
4.
4. 4.
Oh, you were wolfing that down.
Yeah,
Oh, look at him. He loves it. He's wolfing. He fucking loves it. Look at him. Look at his happy face.
You bloody wolf in it. Go on. We love you. Oh, that was a ship.
I'll just take it easy. I've done.
Is that
Right.
your first noodles? You had noodles before?
No.
You never had noodles before?
Can't keep doing this, but you're insane.
Have you had fried rice?
Yeah. Like with the one with egg in it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fried
I
rice.
have had that. All right, but I've had that one.
Yeah.
Okay. But you've never had noodles? Okay. I'm going to get you a chow mein.
Right. Cool. So that's gone all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well
Right.
done, Dan.
Now,
Well done.
tell
Well
me
done.
what flavors there are. Is there like a spicy one?
Bombay
Yeah.
Bad Boy.
Right.
Bombay Bad
I'm
Boy.
telling you, I'd like the Bombay Bad Boy.
Beef and tomato.
No.
No.
Doner kebab.
Beef and tomatoes, not bad.
I'm not a fan of it.
Doner kebab one. It's mad how it tastes like kebab, but it's veggie.
Wow.
I haven't had that one. I do want one, though.
It's nice.
Can I just say the pressure of everyone watching and listening and you telling me to do it is the only thing this stuff is happening. Like,
I know.
The only reason. So on the special that is about to go out in 3 weeks?
Yeah.
3 weeks. Not to ruin it, but I tried Scouse and oh my God. That's how I expect every new food to go. So far, what are we on like? We're about 2.5 out of 4 so far, aren't we, for trying?
Yeah.
Like the baked beans was a disaster.
Yeah.
I went halfway with the Gregs. But yeah, it's not going as badly as I thought. What's the next one?
Oh.
Eggs.
Comment below what you think. But I think
Scrambled.
Scrambled eggs on toast.
Oh,
All right, cool. I agree.
fucking hell.
Bit of pepper and salt.
Do you want that for lunch?
No, I've got a bacon butty coming.
All right.
I think it's here. Let's go and have it. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? As you might have heard, me and this wonderful guy, this absolutely handsome bugger, we are both on tour doing our separate stand-up tours at the minute. Dan's been touring for the past few weeks. My tour starts this week. This week I'm in Carlisle, Leicester and Crewe. Carlisle is sold out, Leicester is very close, and Crewe has some tickets left. Next week I'm in Leeds, St Helens, Harrogate and Scunthorpe. The week after that I'm in Nottingham, Southport, Blackburn, Newcastle and Glasgow. I'm going all over the country. Go to adamrowe.co.uk and check out whether I'm coming close enough for you to bother coming to see me. I'm almost certain that I am, unless you live in Lancaster, which someone pointed out is in a bit of a black hole for my tour. So you're going to have to travel because Lancaster's a shithole and I hate the people who live there. Dan?
Luckily, I'm not playing Lancaster. October dates that have still got tickets, the rest are sold out. Thursday the 5th in Oxford, Friday the 6th in Brighton, that is about to sell out. Darwin on the 13th, Leicester at the Y on Saturday the 21st, Warwick, come on Warwick, 27th of October, Bristol on the 28th, and Cardiff on the 29th. And the tour finishes in Liverpool on Wednesday the 22nd of November at the Phil. DanNightingale.com.
My apologies for stepping on you there. Speaking of Liverpool tour shows, I've added a second one. Saturday the 9th of March, 6 p.m. is sold out and 9 p.m. is now on sale. Was that DanNightingale.com there, Dan?
It was DanNightingale.com.
AdamRowe.co.uk.
Oh, I've talked over yours.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
We're both rude, really, aren't
Just
we?
get some tickets.
How are we, lads? Time to tell you about Carl's absolute favourite sponsor. It's Fume. Try Fume.com. Promo code HAVEAWORD gets you 10% off the Journey Pack. And why would it be called the Journey Pack? Because you're going on a journey, aren't you? Listen, cold turkey might be good on butties. You love a little cold turkey butty, Dan, don't you?
I was raised on cold turkey butties.
But you're not going cold turkey
No.
with your habits. Not when there's a thing like this, which is just so easy. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So well weighted. You look cool. You feel cool while
I
you're
feel
using
cool.
it.
A lot of people have stopped me in Liverpool City Centre and said, "You look cool, lad." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's my Fume."
Instead of electronics, instead of vapor, instead of harmful chemicals, you can use this all natural, delicious flavored Fume. Okay? And how do people get what we're offering them, Dan?
Join Fume in accelerating humanity's breakup from destructive habits by picking up the Journey Pack today. Head to tryfume.com and use code word HAVEAWORD to save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. That's tryfum.com and use code HAVEAWORD to save an additional 10% off your order today.
That is so well weighted and beautiful.
Yeah. It's nice. It smells dead good. Get on me. All right. Fume.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mark Normand is in the building. Welcome to the show, lad.
Good to be here.
Thanks for making the effort to come because you're not doing a show in Liverpool. And your Manchester one happened before I knew about it. So I seen on Ticketmaster that you were doing Birmingham and Glasgow. And I was like, we can definitely just get you picked up and brought here on the way. Because Liverpool is so on the way to Glasgow from Birmingham.
Oh, yeah. I
And
appreciate it.
We sent... so whenever we've got a guest that we're determined to get to the studio, we will send a car to pick them up so that there's no fuck-ups.
Yeah, that's how you know we want you. When we're picking you up and dropping you off, that's yeah.
I wanted to do it. I mean, it was weird. They said, we'll pick you up at 9:30. We went out all night last night in Birmingham, which is a tough town to go out in. A lot of just bad bars and fat chicks. And then there was a Shania Twain concert in town, which really hurt my tickets. You know, a lot of crossover, but a lot of big ladies in cowboy hats and boots, really cosplaying it up.
See, that's a bit of me, that.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went to Nashville and nearly stayed there just because of the women.
Well, for you guys, it's a foreign thing. It's like us wearing an Italian suit. You're like, it's different because you don't have cowboys here.
That's true, yeah.
You know, so it's ethnic almost. But a lot of big ladies out there. Man, I feel like a woman. And horrible teeth and bad skin and good times. And then we went out all night and then woke up at 9. The car wasn't there, so then I went to the free breakfast at the Hampton Inn. And then he showed up, and it was a scramble, but we made it work.
I sent my a friend of mine, Nevin.
Nevin.
He's the driver. I worked with Nevin when I was 16 till about 17 in McDonald's.
Hell
and,
yeah.
You were saying you had a little bit of trouble with his accent.
He talks so fast. Yeah, here's my thing: the British, you guys invented the English language, so you're like black belts at it. So you can talk so quick, and there's no pauses, and you string words together.
I've got to be honest with you, mate. That isn't the problem.
Oh, is that not it?
It's not that. So Liverpool, where we are now, where I'm from, where Carl's from, where Nevin's from, there's such a disassociation with most of Britain, and it's sort of like we're trying to speak our own language.
Yeah, they changed sport. They've gone a bit jiu-jitsu on it.
Is there an
Where
American
everyone
version
else
of
is
that?
doing.
What?
Is there an American city or state that's similar to that?
Well, we have like hillbillies, like, how y'all doing?
No, I mean, like, try and, like, disassociate from America and be its own thing.
You
No.
could say Florida or Texas, maybe.
Yeah.
And then you got Hawaii and Alaska.
Yeah, I
That's
suppose.
its own thing.
Yeah.
But for me, especially Texas only don't want to be part of the normal American thing because they think they're the real America
Right.
and everyone else is doing it fucking wrong.
Yes.
Like Liverpool is like, we don't want anything to do with it. Like we want our own little republic. We want to float off and join Ireland, ideally. That's the plan.
I like it. Well, you got a little Scottish sound in there too, if I may say so. But I'm
Oh, it's all Gaelic, isn't it? Irish, Scottish, like, it's all a rich tapestry.
yes, there you go. See, even the way you say McDonald's, it sounds like a nice restaurant. You know, we're like McDonald's. That's
And
a
I'm
shithole.
translating for you. Like I actually talk a lot closer to what Nevin sounds like than I am right now. And also, I would really like one day, next time we have an American guy in, to just get our Jack in, get my little brother in for like a day's work experience and get him to sit where Finn is. And just we'll just pretend that like Jack is normally the lead host and let him ask the questions because I think a lot of people are going to have a lot of trouble.
Oh, yeah, he's advanced.
Advanced
scouts.
By the way,
question.
Manchester has a real problem with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck them.
I brought it up like, hey, I'm going to Liverpool or whatever, and they were like, bah! They went off.
Yeah, fuck them.
Do you know what that is? Do you know like
It's all football, right?
No, it goes back to when the two towns used to compete for the same work, like the Liverpool docks and the Manchester Canal were competing for the same work.
Okay.
They were part of the same system. They benefited from the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just a fuck
Slavery.
you. No, you fuck you.
Slavery.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I threw out the Beatles, and they go, fuck you, we have Oasis. And I was like,
Yeah, but the Oasis are just like a really good Beatles tribute
that's
band.
what I said.
Oh, they love that.
That's like saying
So
we got Bruce Jenner. Well, we got Caitlyn. You're like, well, it's just a repeat, a sequel.
It's Manchester is like I suppose what Philadelphia is to New York. Manchester is to Liverpool. Like we're obviously the better city, and Manchester wishes to be us, so it has to pretend that it doesn't like us.
Oh, there's some guy in a football jersey right now, really getting pissed in Manchester. He's breaking a pencil on his couch.
Why are you laughing? Do you not think I'm right?
No. Manchester doesn't want to be
Liverpool's
you.
better than Manchester.
You're just two cities too close to each other, and you've been winding each other up for fucking years. It's not that they want to be you or you want to be them. It's just classic. There's little town versions of it just up the road where shitholes hate the local shithole.
It's got less of a soul though, Manchester. It's got less of a soul. Even the architecture's just like boring.
Yeah.
I agree with that. It's prettier here, and I've only been here 10 seconds.
It's just less of a soul.
And that's it. It's
Liverpool's got
decided.
more soul and
Sorry,
more like
Manchester.
something about it. Manchester's like, oh, we're dead cool.
But I think you're right. We have to divide somehow. You know, we got to have a rivalry. It gives us something to do, something to feel. You know, it's like Ireland has the Protestants and the Catholics, and you want to go, hey, neither are real. You know, it's all silly. Or the hoop.
You're the same pasty cunt.
Yes, exactly. Your wife's ugly. You paint fences. Go to work. You're drunk. You know, but
We've lost so many patrons today already. I love it.
But I love the Irish. Don't get me wrong. But we all do
Mark's
it.
happy to do that because he's just done his Irish date. My Irish dates are still coming, mate. I disagree with everything this man said.
Vicar Street was the best show we did the whole tour, if I'm being honest.
Vicar Street's the best venue in the world. I
Magical.
think. It's possibly the best in the world. We
Yes.
I'm not doing it. I'm doing the Olympia this year.
Oh.
And it's going to be great.
All right.
But we did the podcast show at Vicar Street and it was
sick.
Yeah. Please buy tickets to our Dublin shows. Bring your ugly wives.
Yes.
We need those sales.
Put the paintbrushes down.
Yeah, and I do want to say I went to Paris for 2 days on a whim, and the Irish showed up, took over the whole city, and then won the Rugby World Cup in Paris. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, shit. Yeah, they won a game, didn't they?
Yeah.
So they turned up to you like you were Conor McGregor in Vegas. Is that what happened there?
Yes, it was just a sea of green and red hair and black beer. all over Paris.
Nice.
So I was like, I just left Dublin and hear all these freckled fatties, taking over the city. But it's fun to see the cunty French waiter like, and the Irish guy like, come on, mate, give me another pint, you queef.
Your surname's quite French, though.
Come again?
Your surname's quite French.
I'm half French, half French, half Sicilian.
Yeah, that's a sick mixture.
Oh, hey, thanks.
That's
Tell
a
that to the
really,
ladies.
really good combination.
You think so?
Where in America were you raised? Where are
I'm
you
from New Orleans.
You're from New Orleans,
Louisiana.
half French, half Italian.
Yeah, that's quite cool. Like,
Not bad.
All types of immigration going on down there.
Oh, yeah. A lot of inbreeding.
he's half Turkish, half Welsh.
What? You look like a Nazi. How did that happen? Turkish Welsh. How about that?
I've never noticed that, but you do.
Hitler's wet dream.
It's the hair.
If he found out, it'd be Hitler's nightmare.
Just reach for the top shelf. Let me just see what that looks like.
Don't do it.
You could be a spy for the Turkish.
Don't.
If you had to just be one half,
Oh.
Good one. That's a great game
You
show.
can't make me pick that.
Yeah?
I can. And the fact you haven't gone Turkish straight away is fucking mental. You either get to be Turkish or
Yeah.
England's bumhole. Which one?
I think Welsh is not too far away from Scouse in terms of it's got its own identity.
I
It's
know,
not
but it's
very
fun
English.
to shit on Wales. Okay, please come
Right,
to
fine,
Cardiff.
Turkey.
All right.
I'll pick Turkey
What would you pick
for the
Mark?
scram.
Well, I don't know much about Turkey, but it's pretty,
No,
right?
I mean for you, for Italy or France.
Well, Sicilian. I got a little a drop of black blood in me, so I feel like I could get a job or something. But no penis help. I'm very medium in the penis world. I've had girls like, "Oh, you're Sicilian, huh?" And they're like undoing my belt, and then they're like, "Ah, you must be French." But yeah,
You got a French dick.
yeah, I got a French dick. It's red, blue, and white, all the way down. But yeah, circumcised, unlike the frogs.
Hey, it's nice to have another unhooded brother in the fucking.
Is that something you identify with people with?
No, it's just everyone's got a fucking lid on the dick in this room. It
That's
sounds
true.
like I've been checking everyone's dick. I'm,
I like
I was
my
about to say you've
foreskin.
been rubbing it in my face.
We do this all the time. I love mine.
I
You
really,
love it.
Yeah.
I like me foreskin. It's like, occasionally, you want to put a coat on.
I see. But what if it's summer?
Yeah, well, then I can pull my coat back.
Oh, okay.
I have the option of a coat. Your dick's just freezing in the winter, isn't it?
No, I can wear trousers and underpants.
No,
I have the option of a coat. They're
that's
called
not a
kecks.
coat. That's a car and a car park.
So you've got a coat and then a car and a car park.
Oh.
Dan, do you know
Okay.
we mean coat as a euphemism?
Yeah.
I can put pants and trousers on. Doesn't really work.
Yeah. Over your fucking coat.
Yeah, we've got pants, trousers, and a coat on.
Yeah, sounds sweaty.
Yeah, you
You're
don't want
literally sat there in pants, trousers, and a coat.
Yeah, I'm too warm as well. But my dick, just the right temperature.
There you go. What about the schmegma? Isn't you get some
Oh,
shawarma
yeah.
down there or
Shawarma?
anything?
Little chicken shawarma.
Yeah.
I just wash it every day.
every
every
day.
day.
Oh, I can
How
let
often
this
do you
thing
wash your cock?
Oh, once a month?
same. It's like a period.
Yeah.
Ignore Mark. He's due on. He hasn't washed his cock. for
Me and my wife
26
just started
days.
cycling together. It's great.
Yeah, we're in sync.
Yeah. She's not interested and I'm cleaning my dick. It works really well.
Once a day. Woo! I could eat dinner off this dick.
Yeah.
Not a big dinner, but maybe like a tapas or something.
Lamou's boosh.
It is amusing.
Yeah, I wash. Do you? Are you joking? Do you not? You wash your cock every day?
It's honestly it's genuinely clear. It depends what I've been doing with it. Like if it's just standard use, with podcasting and whatnot. What? If we're getting into our hobbies, then maybe you do a little courtesy
Even
wipe.
if I've sat
You
in the house.
you wank like 3 times an hour. Are you telling me you leave fucking?
It's a really consistent once a day.
There you go.
Everyone needs a bedtime ritual.
Here, here.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of cleaning then as well. So
Do you know, last night, I think this might be the first time it's ever happened to me. So yesterday, Mark, we did a full day of filming for some extra content. And then I had a show last night, just in town. And I was absolutely exhausted. And I got in bed,
kind of horny.
kind of. And I started and just went, oh, can't be asked.
I've been there.
I just gave up.
That's an age thing, because when you're, 22, you're not giving up.
Oh yeah, you wake up to wank.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I've started not wanting one, but then I'm like, I want it now.
Yeah.
I've never stopped halfway.
I literally, I had the video on and everything. And I went, why? I'll do it tomorrow.
I've had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt like... it felt like I was doing the dishes, and then I remembered I live on my own.
I don't need
Great
to do
analogy.
Do that tomorrow.
I was like, no one's going to know that
That's
my
funny.
dishes are dirty, and no one's going to know I didn't come today. And now I'm telling 250,000 people. So.
Oh, absolutely. The exhaustion just takes over, and you're like,
Well, there's
no one wants this.
We've all been there with a jerk or a wink where you have to kick it up a notch. You know, it's not doing it for you. You know, you're 2 minutes in, 5 minutes in, you're like, I got to kick this up. You got to get a new video, a harder video, a crazier video. And I think you didn't want to kick it up.
Yeah.
You know, and I've been there.
Yeah. It just... And the video was, to be honest, fairly sort of high echelon.
Oh, really?
I'll tell you the details off camera, but like it wasn't just a... like.
What's the name of the video?
What?
Do you know the name?
No.
Shania Twain fan.
It was, you know, there was stuff happening. It wasn't just a bonk. It was like there was things going on in
Was
this
it?
video. There was story to it.
Was there
It
too
hooked-
much going on? Maybe your ADHD kicked in and you lost focus.
It genuinely might have been. I was like, I care too much about the end of this story.
Wow.
I haven't got the. I need to watch something I've watched before, but then I couldn't be bothered finding something I've watched before.
What was it, Lord of the Rings? I don't get it. How good was the story? It's a porno
That
film.
is a gay porno, by the way.
Yeah, sounds
When
like
you,
it.
when you put a film on, you're like, I'll finish this tomorrow. I'm too tired. That's that kind of shit.
Everything okay? Okay.
What happened there? 'cause
Jack
he checked
looked
it.
at the camera, pointed at the camera, and then waved at Will. And I was like, oh, there's something wrong with the camera. And then I asked Jack, is everything okay? And he looked at me like I'd asked an unreasonable question. He's gone.
Keep going. Keep going.
everything
Keep
okay
talking
anyway?
about porn.
Yeah.
Trust the production team. They're all good. I mean, Jack is in production.
I do trust the production team. That's why I thought there was something wrong. Because he looked like there was something wrong, and I trust. It's just that Jack's so hungover because you know the way Mark went out all night in Birmingham. Jack went out all night and then stayed out until this morning in Liverpool. So
Hey, you look like the women in Birmingham.
did you approach any of the ladies in Birmingham?
No, I'm a married guy, and I don't know. I'm like you. I'm like your dick. I was just exhausted. Even if I had an inkling, I was too wiped. I would jerk and didn't finish. So we've been out here a month. We did Lisbon, Dublin, Antwerp, Amsterdam, Berlin, London, Manchester, Paris, Birmingham, and then Glasgow today.
And Glasgow's the last one.
That's it.
And then back to the States.
Yeah, right back to Skankfest. I don't know if you've heard of
Oh,
that.
sick. Yeah,
Yeah,
In Vegas.
Lewis's thing.
Yeah, Luis Gomez and the Legion of Skanks, that whole thing, and that's gonna be nuts. So
Yeah, Colin Tyrrell put me in a group chat with Lewis last week because Lewis is coming over to do some stuff, and he was like, you guys need to sort of work on something. So
there you go.
Skankfest, I've only sort of seen bits of online.
Yeah.
But it does, you know, like we were talking about doing like a Have a Word festival like next year. That was like something that we've talked about. I don't know whether we've ever mentioned that on an episode.
Ooh,
But
exclusive.
We were looking at doing it in Liverpool over like a weekend with comics doing their solo shows and then a few podcast shows and a few like mixed bills.
Yeah.
Love it.
A
Is
few
that what
hybrid pod
Skankfest
things.
is?
Basically, yeah, it's pretty big. People coming from LA, New York, Austin, and they get some big names, and they have live pods and big shows, and people do their albums there. They do specials there. Could be fun. We can get Russell Brand, to come out here.
He's not busy at the moment.
Yeah,
His
he's
diary's
available.
pretty open.
He's busy with subpoenas,
Yeah,
finally.
and some pussies. But yeah, he's pushing back, but we'll see. It's up to the courts to decide.
It's not going to court, is it?
Huh?
Not going to court.
Oh, it's not?
Oh, no, I do think I've heard
Think.
that court is now
Oh, really?
likely.
Right, okay.
I mean, but, you know, in my opinion, he did it.
baby.
Because he did it. So,
That's pretty good reasoning.
yeah.
You can't fault it.
We think he did it because he did.
Yeah. I've sort of been telling everyone for the past 4 years that he did it because...
Just watch any episode we've ever done and you'll let us talk about it.
yeah. If it ever came up, you know, like what would happen on an episode up until recently is someone would mention like someone who's sexually assaulted someone or something to come up. And then just about 30 seconds after it, we'd find a reason to mention Russell Brand. And just so you know, if you've noticed that as the years have gone on, it was never a coincidence because he did it. Have you gigged in Glasgow before?
I opened for Bert Kreischer there about 4 years ago, and it was pretty rowdy. I can't remember the venue, but you know, we just we drank the whole time, and then we went out after, and I think I got into about 8 headlocks.
Okay.
Just guys like, hey, you fucking Nazi or whatever the hell. I don't know what they say over there.
They were looking for their wife, Nancy, and you were just going away.
Yeah. That's the accent.
But yeah, it's pretty wild in a goddamn beautiful place.
Glasgow.
Oh, yeah.
Glasgow, Liverpool, and Newcastle. If you ever get a chance to Newcastle, 3 very similar cities in terms of what the people are like, but also the architecture and what it looks like is very similar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. The brick and the wet streets, the cobblestone.
Yeah, tough place to live. Historically, great place to do stand-up because of it.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But
that's
like,
how it goes.
We've spoke about that a million times. Like the rougher a city is, the better the audience.
100%. Buffalo, New York, great crowds. Shit town.
Is that just because there's nothing up there?
There's nothing up there, and they're real people. They need a laugh, you know. They're not going to get upset or offended. They're not going to come out to analyze your act. They're just like, I work at a mill, you know. I hate my kids. Give me some zingers.
Is that one? Seriously, Buffalo, one of the places top of your list is just like
Philly, yeah, all of it. But I've done Hawaii. Tough crowds. Quiet crowd. It's Hawaii.
Unless you're Joe Coy, and then you're absolutely ripping it.
I have anxiety, and they're like, huh?
Right.
Who's that? What are you talking about? I mean, Maui changed everything, but maybe now there'll be better audiences.
If only they had a theater.
Yeah, that place is lit.
That's the yellow card on that.
That's a yellow.
I'll take it. Do you know what? I really fucked up my sales for Hawaii there, didn't I? Hawaii, please do make it to the show. I'll be there in 2033. I'm dead before I play Hawaii.
There
just
you
of
go.
natural causes.
By the way, highest suicide rate in America. Hawaii. You know why? Because if you're not happy there, you're like, there's nowhere to go.
I genuinely believe there's something to that. Like,
Yeah.
nice places always have, like, high depression and suicide rates. And it's because a lot of people go there because they're like, that'll fix me.
Yes.
And then it doesn't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
doesn't.
Yeah, the
Have
amount
you ever
of
been
shit-
having a bad day and someone tries to cheer you up and it doesn't work and it makes your day worse? Mm-hmm. Because you're actually like, less happy. But because what would normally cheer you up didn't. You ever been sucked off when you're miserable and you're just like,
Actually, no. I'm never like, this is a horrible day.
Sometimes I get halfway through and go, love, I'm just too tired. I'm just not feeling it. I don't want to take it up to the next level.
Right.
I honestly, I didn't know this theory. I'm not sure you do, but I love the theory that if it's a nice place and you feel sad, there's like, you might as well just top yourself.
Has like Sweden got high suicide rates? Because that's meant to be the
what I
happiest.
Yeah, but it's dark
Sweden,
all the
Denmark,
time. Check the Maldives. If people are topping themselves in the Maldives.
no, but no one lives in the Maldives. People go on holidays to the Maldives, don't they?
There's the main island, but then the archipelago is it? That's all tourists.
So live in a shithole and keep hope on your side.
There you go.
If you live in a shithole, if you grow up in a shithole surrounded by people who are having a rough time, everything's all right because you're like, oh, I'm having a bad day. My life's a piece of shit. And then you see one of your neighbours walking down the street having a worse day than you, and you're like, do you know what?
Yeah.
I could be Julie. So
Yeah.
I
Europe,
think you're right. I'm with you.
Europe, other than Russia, is Belgium is the highest one.
Belgium sucks.
Yeah.
We just did Antwerp, and it was so. I mean, look, it's beautiful, and the people were very nice, but it was boring as shit. There was nothing to do.
Yeah, they're not a real country. That's why they're topping themselves. I've said it before.
Don't forget the
Other than
cargo.
that, I think genuinely, like South Korea is high up, Lithuania, and South Africa.
Huh.
They're rogue ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
But South
Someone's-
Korea is higher than North Korea. Isn't that fascinating?
Yeah, North Korea, I don't think they're reporting it.
Yeah, good
We have
point.
had one suicide in 15 years.
Yeah.
Our great leader looks after everyone.
Right. He's
Would you
cute, isn't he?
Would you go to North Korea, Dan? I'd love to go to North Korea.
Yeah, great Patreon special. Let's get it booked in. Kim Jong, what are we on? Dunhill. Now we're on Un. Un. We're Kim Jong. It's Kim Jong Un.
do you say Kim Jong-un?
King Jong.
He did.
Yeah.
Someone did anyway. Because that's a great name.
It's a textile shop, essentially. King Jong Dunelm. Yeah, I'd go. Fuck it. There's not. I don't know if I'm going to get out. I don't really.
You don't get out. If you go, you go.
Yeah.
No,
Is that the
I'm
rule?
not saying emigrate.
That sounds like the fucking
They don't let people leave.
the tourist board.
You can't leave.
North Korea. If you come, you come. Yeah.
Unlike him.
You can go on trips.
Yeah, you can. You just have to get a visa.
Yeah,
no,
that's-
you can't.
You can.
Yes,
You can go on
you can.
trips.
You don't just move to North Korea and just get shot instantly and like hidden in a cupboard. People have got out.
Otto Warmbier.
If you're there without their consent, you get done as a spy.
I literally looked into it a few weeks ago.
For what?
You can go on trips.
Yeah.
Otto Warmbier, you know who that is?
Yeah, he got in trouble though.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Yeah, it looks like Adam's right.
But he
They
made a
get
mistake.
invited. They invite celebrities as well.
Dennis
You're in.
Rodman goes.
That's not
that's
the
right.
same thing.
You
Finn.
and Dennis Rodman. What a great mixed bill.
Yes.
Also, it would do the podcast good because he's. These aren't racist. They've got Dennis Rodman on.
Oh, I'm doing a podcast with him from Korea.
As if you don't want to do a podcast with Dennis Rodman.
I do, yeah.
Full of drug-based regret and fucking
Yeah,
piercing.
they invite celebrities.
No, you
Finn.
can go on trips.
You can't. I've looked into it. I want you to go for my birthday.
Why are we arguing about North Korea?
You can't. It's like Chernobyl. It's like these insane tourist travel boards who do it. It's not like you don't just get like EasyJet. It's a mad thing that you.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense. But
I've
you know-
looked into it, and you're wrong.
Adam's
no,
right.
no.
Individual tourists are not permitted to enter North Korea. They have to go with like a company
That's what I'm saying. It's
They have
it's
to go
a
with a
tourist
company.
thing.
A
You can
government,
go.
a government
That's what we
assigned
said.
minder.
That's what I'm saying. It's a tour thing. It's Chernobyl's the same. You can't fly to Ukraine and go. We're going to go to Chernobyl. You have to go with a special group.
Yeah, dodgy sir guy. Yeah, we'll take it. Don't worry. Yeah, you okay. You're going to be buzzing a little bit. One eye won't work for a while. But it's good. Welcome to Chernobyl.
But I would,
Chernobyl and fix
Don't
me eye.
pet the dogs.
I would go 100%.
I would.
It's like going to the moon, isn't it?
Wow.
Those travel companies are ran by the North Korean government.
Oh, sick. Even better.
Yeah.
The moon never happened.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't want to get this guy a boner.
Don't rev these fucking conspiracy theories up.
Adam fully believes the moon landings didn't happen.
You know, sarcasm is illegal in North Korea. Fun fact.
It's also illegal on a Premier League football pitch now.
Did you get booked for that? Yeah.
You get booked for sarcasm. If you like clap the ref,
Oh yeah.
you get booked.
Yeah, North Korea gets shot. I just got so excited I dribbled on the microphone.
Hey.
Nice moment, isn't it?
But would you go? Would you go and explore? I know they control it. Obviously, they.
Every comic would. You'd go and do a show in North Korea.
Hell
didn't you?
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go as a group. This is the group.
Nice.
we definitely wouldn't get back.
What an awful caveat to work with Mark Norman. Yeah, he wants you to gig with him in North Korea. Everyone else has said
We've
fuck
actually
off.
we've got the ball rolling on a prison gig.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna try and do a gig in a prison.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Would you do that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Women's?
yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, okay.
Weirdest sort of, rather than place, more sort of like venue. What have you got? You've been doing what, stand up about 20 years?
About
15,
16,
20?
yeah.
Oh, right,
And I do a lot of corporate gigs. I don't know why they keep hiring me. You know, half my act's about the Holocaust, you know, and I'm doing a gig for a big company with HR and everything, and I have never done well, not once. I've probably done 500 of them. They've all been horrible.
Whoa.
I've done the Tonight Show and stuff, and Seinfeld gave me a shout out, so I think they're like, oh, this guy's squeaky clean or whatever, but it ain't pretty.
Yeah, but those corporate gigs don't go well for anybody, really.
Okay, well, I
Like-
feel better.
There's a
Yeah.
few old boys that know what to do.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think they love it.
But they still don't kill it. They just don't bomb completely.
yeah, I suppose so.
Like
yeah,
no one ever comes away from a corporate going, do you know what? Keep the money. I enjoyed myself so much there.
I did a new bit.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I just did a new 15.
That like is normally I think the corporate work in the UK at least is the reason I used to do them was if I did 5 to 8 of them a year, then my earnings as a club comic were topped up enough.
Yes.
That I was comfortable and okay.
Yeah.
As soon as I was touring and selling tickets and making money that way, they have to go way above. I got asked to do a corporate last week, and I asked for 4 times what I'd have done it for like 2 years ago. And they were like, oh, we'll get back to you. They haven't got back to me yet. But if they don't give me that, I'm not doing it because I don't need to do it for what I would do it for in the past.
I do 5 to 8 corporates a career. So I've hit my... I remember doing... Castlemaine Forex is an Australian beer. I've been doing stand-up over 20 years.
Yeah.
And it was when I was like first 2 or 3 years in where if someone goes, listen, there's money and you get to do it for talking, you go anywhere.
Yeah.
And Castlemaine Forex, not even a good beer. I'm not even sure it's still a thing. But they were doing a promo thing. You're like, you get to leave work early. We'll arrange it with your boss. you get a year's supply of Castlemaine 4X beer, and also a comedian to come to your house and do a gig.
No,
And
house.
I got 500 quid to go to this guy's house. Weirdly, near where I grew up. I didn't live there at the time, so I had to drive back to where I'm from. And his mum, he lived with his mum and dad. He was like an 18, 19-year-old lad. His boss, dead sound, let him out of work. All his mates turned up after work. And on Friday evening, they had a barbecue outside. And me, and I'd say the room had maybe 12, 13 people crammed in.
Wow.
And I had to do half an hour because they never just want 15.
Never.
They never just want 20. They want like, well, listen, we're paying you 500 quid, so do half an hour. And I got away with it by basically chatting to them.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you go, oh, I'm going to do this stand-up bit.
No.
You just stood in a living, it looks insane.
Yeah.
And at one point I was a little like a lull, and his mum came in and offered everyone sausages from the barbecue.
I'm sure I've
obviously
told
didn't
the.
take
Oh, my soul.
At least you got through it though, because that could have been real bad.
I did. So I did my time within the margin of error.
Yeah.
You know when you're like, listen, I did 27, and a minute of that was sausages being handed out.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fucking gig.
Yeah.
No
Right.
one's gonna. Yeah, 5. Like I
I'm
took the money.
sure I've told this story before, but I might not have. But we'll do it anyway. So any long-time listeners, I apologise for any repetition. The weirdest gig I ever got booked for as a corporate private gig, I get a phone call from my agent and he goes, could you go to Cheltenham tonight? It was a Monday, right? And I went, well, I've got a show in Manchester, but it's only like a couple of £100. He goes, yeah, try and cancel that because this one's $5,000 on a Monday night in Cheltenham, which is about a 3-hour drive.
Okay.
Damn.
So I go, cool, yeah. And he rings back, he goes, yeah, that's confirmed. It's a load of lads who are going on a shoot tomorrow. They're going pheasant hunting. And tonight, there's 30 of them. And they're going to have a dinner tonight and you're going to do a set.
They want a scouser to practice their aim.
I went, Christian, have you used this company before who's booking me? And he goes, no, this is the first job. I went, does this sound a bit mental to you? Like
Yeah.
a prank? And he goes, yeah, I suppose I understand what you're saying. I went, go get them to pay up front and I'll go. And he rings back and he goes, they've sent me half of it. So they've put 50% in. And I went, right, okay. I get there, I pull up and it's this huge mansion townhouse. And a guy comes out, he's in a suit, like really well dressed, but beard. He looks a bit like, he's obviously not one of the guys. And he goes, yeah, I'm from the agency, we booked you. Yeah, come in. They're just finishing their dinner now, and then they're going to go into the lounge, and that's where you're going to do the set. And I went, right, and there's 30 of them. And he goes, oh, no. There's 30 of them tomorrow. These are the 6 guys who arrange it. There's 6 of them. I went, what? He goes, yeah, there's just 6 of them. And he said, I'll show you now the room you're going to do it in. So there's 3 sofas, like smaller than the one you're on, 2 seats on each. And there's one here, one there.
Yep.
And they're all round the fireplace, which is on. And he goes, you're going to stand in front of the fireplace and do your set. He goes, the butler's going to introduce you. The butler goes in and goes, gentlemen, I require your undivided attention for comedian Adam Rowe. And I walk onto the sound of my own footsteps and I'm stood on this fireplace. And I had a joke about the meat jacket that I used to open every set with. I've got a blazer on, so I'm doing that joke about the blazer. And one of the guys goes, oh, what shop's the jacket from? Where did you get it? And I go, oh, that's what the joke's about, actually, mate. It's from Primark. And he goes, oh, okay, carry on. He goes, it's just that he owns Top Man. And looks at the other guy next to him. And I was like, all right, cool. Well, anyway, this is from Primark. And I go into that one, and I go to do something else. And one of the other guys asks another question. And they just keep doing it. So in the end, I just go, right, I've got to do 25 minutes for this money. And I don't care how I get through that 25 minutes. I'll just answer the questions.
And that eats up time, too.
100%. So I just keep answering every question they ask. And they don't stop at any point. About 15 minutes in, I don't do the full time. The butler comes in a different door and goes, gentlemen, that concludes... I'm in the middle of a setup. Gentlemen, that concludes this evening's comedy. We now have a musician who's going to perform in the smoking room. And please follow me through there. So
Where'd you get your cello? Question.
They all stand up and come over and shake my hand. And they go, oh, well done. Well done, lad. Well done.
Wow.
And I go, well done. I don't feel like I've done any jokes, to be honest, mate. And one of them palms me a £50 note on top of the fee I'm getting. And he goes, we do this every year. And every year we get a comedian and just try and ask them questions until they snap and leave.
Yes, mate.
He
You
goes,
broke them.
Great.
He goes, it's just sport for us. He goes, you're only the third person who's ever made it the full thing. We've been doing this 20 years.
Wow.
John Bishop walked off after 10 minutes and we never paid him.
Wow, you're the pheasant.
Yeah.
They were hunting you.
What are they going to
Literally.
do to the musician? We get a musician every year.
Yeah.
We shit in the trumpet.
Now it's R. Kelly.
On
Wow.
the weird gigs thing, this isn't my story, but this is so funny. So in Newcastle, there's a comedian from up there called Jason Cook, and he's a real local legend up there because he's ran shows for years, and he also wrote and starred in a sitcom about the area. And the lead in the sitcom is a very famous comedian from Newcastle called Chris Ramsey. So as they're shooting this series 2 of Heaven, the name of the sitcom, the production get a phone call one day, and it's from someone saying, we want Chris Ramsey to come and turn the Christmas lights on.
No.
And this is the fee. And it was really nominal. It was like 500 quid, right? So they're like, look, Chris is not going to do that for that money, so it's not going to happen. So they ring back and they go, can we have Jason Cook, who's the guy who wrote it? Can we have Jason come and do it? If Chris can't do it, how about Jason? Jason's like, I'm not turning the Christmas lights on for 500 quid. There's a guy in the sitcom as a bit part, and he's a comic who's been going for a very long time, called Stefan Peddy. And Stefan overhears it, and he goes, I'll go and do it. Fuck it, I'll do it. So Stefan takes it for a few hundred quid, thinking he's turning on the Christmas lights in Newcastle. It was just someone who was a fan of the show and wanted someone to reach behind their TV and turn their Christmas tree on. So Stefan had to go to someone's house and turn on someone's Christmas lights on his tree.
They were loaded. It's not just like someone
No,
from
it was
the
a council house.
Oh my God.
500 quid, I'd do that.
Yeah.
So funny. It's just so funny. He had to literally reach behind the TV and do it.
Wow. I mean, I've got
football
one,
club.
but I've told this before, but I'll make it quick. Did a gig at the Comedy Cellar. This guy in a suit comes up to me, goes, I own a hedge fund company. Will you come roast my whole staff? I saw your act. It's edgy. It's fun. I go, sure. He goes, it'll be $5,000. I go, holy shit. I'm like 3 years into comedy. This is the best money I've ever made. So he goes, here's the address. It's a country club, upstate New York. So I take the train, and he gave me notes. Like, this is what's going on with this guy. This was up to this guy. This guy's got this. This guy's got that. So I got all this ammo. I got some great stuff. All stuff he gave me. I wrote a ton of roast jokes. We go up there. It's Lamborghinis. It's Ferraris. I mean, this is high-end shit. It's on a golf course. Get into this club. White tablecloths. Butlers with the white suit. The whole thing. The guy goes up. Okay, we got some entertainment, you know. And everybody sits down. Everybody's wives are there. Kids are there. It's a big deal. And he goes, we're going to have a comic from New York City roast everybody. So I go in, and I grab the mic, you know, feedback, and I go, hey. And he said, be vicious. Be as vicious as possible. So I was like, oh, this is going to be a fish in a barrel. So I go, hey, Bob, we all know you're gay. And his wife's there. She's like, I knew it. You know, and the kids are crying. And I'm like, oh, that went weird. All right. So then I look back at my notes that he gave me. And I'm like, all right, well, how about you, Jeff? Everybody knows you're doing blow. You say you're sober. We know you're addicted to blow. And he's like, oh, shut up. What are you doing? My sponsor or whatever. So he flips out. He runs away. And then I'm like, hey, Chris, everybody knows you're cheating on your wife. And she's like, so the whole thing is just mayhem. People are leaving. People are fighting. They're screaming. Kids are crying. The ladies are pissed. And I just keep going. And it's just more and more shit. No one's laughing. And eventually I go into my act, which that doesn't work once there's like a riot going on in this dinner hall. And I was like, so cereal's weird, you know, and just eating shit. And then the guy eventually, I've been up there like 8 minutes, and the guy pushed me off, and he was like, all right, that's enough of the show. And then he didn't want to pay me, but I got paid and I got out of there.
Fuck me.
Yeah. But they always say be vicious. They always say go for it, and they never mean it.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is whenever I do a corporate, I always go, is there any language that's not okay? And they're like, no, you can say whatever you want.
Every time.
And I go, so I can say cunt. And they go, oh, no, you can't say cunt.
Exactly.
Right, so there is words. So can I have a list of the ones I'm not allowed to say?
Yes.
Because otherwise, I will say them because you've told me I can't say anything.
Just a noise, innit?
Yeah.
The word cunt's just a noise.
Yeah, but the guy,
piss.
there's someone in charge of these things, and they're like, we love a bit of comedy. And you're like, yeah, but you don't speak for the 350 boring cunts in this room.
Exactly.
That's why I won't do a wedding. People keep asking me, "Oh, will you come and do our wedding?" I'm like, "No, because you and your wife might be a fan.
That's it.
But your grandmother isn't."
Yeah, I did a wedding in Long Island, and the wife surprised the husband at their wedding with me. And none of the other people at the wedding knew who I was. So they're just sitting there, and the husband's like, whoa, this guy. And I'm bombing for everyone else. So there's just one groom going,
And he's not a big laugher.
No. And so I'm like, oh, what's up with AIDS, and it's I'm ruining this whole wedding. I'm like, marriage is stupid, it was bad. I also did the VMAs. I hosted warmed up for the VMAs and bombed in front of 5,000 people. Ariana Grande's walking by, and that was brutal.
Oh, that's tough though, because it's music, innit? And that's what they're there for. And then you're like, what am I doing?
Who's the most famous person you performed in front of?
Madonna.
Wow.
Probably, yeah. I opened for Amy Schumer at Madison Square Garden, and Madonna had a wild hair up her ass and said, I want to do comedy. So she came and went on after me and did 5 minutes and sucked, which was fun to watch because you're like, whoa, there's Madonna. I did better than her. Obviously, she's a very talented woman, but comedy.
But 5 minutes needs tightening up.
Yeah, it was bad.
Wow. Just before we go into a break, I wasn't going to tell this story, but
break it out,
I
baby.
think I've got to. I don't think we've told this one before. Stefan Peddy, the guy who turned the Christmas lights on.
I was thinking you're going to tell this story.
So
baby.
Stefan, who I love, really good mate of mine, is a really big guy, like really huge.
He's big bone, heavy
And,
structure.
I had him booked once to come and do a show for me at the university in Liverpool, and he called me on the day and was like, mate, I'm not going to fucking make it. I'm not going to make it to the show.
He's African.
And I was like, why, what's up? And he goes, I put my car in for its MOT and it hasn't passed. So they've given me a courtesy car and I don't fit in it. I can't get the car on.
I can't get the car on.
Too big for the car.
This car didn't fit him. Got this Corson in a 38.
How big are we talking here?
Oh, he's a big guy.
He didn't fit in a car.
Yeah, I mean, was it a Mini Cooper or was it a regular car?
It was a monster truck. Yeah.
That was lovely, by the way.
Hi, Steph. You're enjoying this,
He's
aren't
the
you?
best lad.
He's great.
Break time.
Should we have a little break?
What's happening, lads? How are we? Time to tell you about my absolute favourite sponsor, the best in the game, Manscaped.com. They're an OG sponsor. They've been with us for years now, and that's because you guys love their products just as much as we do. And with WORD20 as the promo code, you get 20% off and free worldwide shipping to the best in men's below the belt and facial grooming. What have you got there, lad?
This is the Handyman. Now, I've got the Lawnmower 4.0, which
That's
is
the pube trimmer.
Oh, that's some phenomenal technology for your pubs.
And they've got the beard trimmer now as well.
Yeah, but then what about the rest? What about the rest of the face? I've got beard, and then it doesn't quite do everything. Look at this. A man on the. I've got a beard, so the hedge trimmer is the one. What if you're fully clean shaven, but you don't like the wet shave? Get the Handyman.
You can do a wet shave or a dry shave with that as well.
Shut up.
It's absolutely unbelievable.
Amazing bit of kit. Don't buy crap presents for your dad anymore. You know, like your brother-in-law, you're like, oh, what are we getting him for his birthday or Christmas? Get him some fucking Manscaped.
Christmas is coming up. Get them some Manscaped products. Or maybe you're a goth. Halloween's coming up.
Yeah.
Get some presents for Halloween
Do
for
they
you
do
and
that?
your goth mates. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Goths don't have pubes. Well, they shouldn't have.
No. WORD20.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, we're 20.
20% off, free worldwide shipping.
Yeah, even for goths. How many
Welcome
sections?
back.
How many sections? 4 or 4?
I've lost count.
4 or 4.
4 of 4 now. Not 4 of
Thanks for coming in, Mark.
Yeah.
We've got some questions from our listeners. Our wonderful producer, Finn, he's prepared them. He's sifted through them. He's picked out the best of the best.
All right.
And if they are shit and they don't work as good content, it's his fault.
Hey, Finn, if you get tired during reading out the prep, you should try Sneak.
Should I? What flavours?
Great loads.
What flavour's that?
Don't specific. Yeah, this is this one. It's like a fruity one. They're all fruity.
It's blueberry bum rape, this
Sneak.
one.
It's blueberry bum rape. It's a special edition.
Blueberry.
Right, okay.
The Russell brand.
Okay.
We're going to start off with
Future
some
Carl, did you mute that?
I started regretting that as I was still saying his name.
Nice.
That's how the lady felt.
We're gonna start off with some simple pleasures.
Yeah.
All right, Goebbels.
Oh my God.
Bring it on. Hit me, baby.
Go to Auschwitz. Simple pleasure.
Deutschland, Deutschland.
I'll take it. There's worse things, isn't there?
No.
Not really. No.
Being called one of the highest ranking Nazis, there isn't many worse things. No.
Yeah.
There is one worst thing. One, but that's it.
He's second to the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
All right, hop
Yeah,
back on
fair.
that train.
Fair. Right, okay.
All right.
Right, this is pretty straightforward, Mark. Whether you think this is a simple pleasure or whether you think this person who's written in is a simpleton. That's all we're doing.
Okay, wait. I don't know if I get it.
People
I'm
write
gonna-
in and they say, my little simple pleasure in life is this. But sometimes, Mark, some of our listeners, they're fucking stupid. So they write in really stupid suggestions and then we shit all over their suggestions.
Okay.
It's a high wire act.
So the first one is from Paddy. He said,
Paddy.
simple pleasure, having the house to yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
Unbelievable.
nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Especially as a married guy. Or you have roommates. Oh, as Chris Rock would say, you get one of those ain't no one at home jerks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Move it around.
I live alone, so I obviously don't really get that right now, but I understand I will one day. And I'll tell you how I know. I've just been on holiday for a week with my wonderful girlfriend, and, fantastic having her there. But there was a few times every day where she would just fuck off for a sunbathe
Oh.
and leave me alone.
Yes.
And
Wow. On holiday, that's the best. I'm just going to go over it. Go on.
I'm going to go for a sunbathe and a read. I'm going to stay right where we are right now then.
And there's
If you're
no-
going over there,
And there's no guilt about it.
no.
If you're at home sitting on your phone, you're like, oh, I'm doing nothing. On holiday, on your own.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll want to see you again
Guys,
in 15 minutes.
We went to Tenerife. We went on a week's holiday. I did this all week, and you all bitched and
No,
moaned at me.
You
that
did
was-
it,
It was like
all
I
week.
7 fucking wives.
All
Where
week.
are you? We're at the pool. I was having such a good time. Thank
No,
you.
Yeah.
Mark, we went on the full company that are here, we all went on a holiday together.
Oh,
right?
wow.
And the entire week, we didn't see him in the daytime.
What happened?
He went to the beach on his own every day for the
Whoa.
whole day.
Whoa.
That's not
great.
what we're talking about, though.
It was great.
You
We're
went on your
talking about-
own holiday.
Yeah.
I made friends with a local.
There was a Thai woman who wants to rub your feet.
Yeah, same thing.
Nah, they all rub
Just
into
the hour
Singing
on
me-
your own. The hour. You love the person. You love the people. But the 1 hour just sitting there doing whatever you want to do.
I totally agree.
Very nice.
6 hours. But yes, we're on the same page.
Right, next one from Max Verlander. When you go into a public toilet and they have... Max Verlander.
Oh, nice.
When you go into a public toilet and they have paper towels to dry your hands instead of
Yeah.
hand dryers that don't dry your hands.
Wrong call at that.
Love it.
They
did, yeah.
Hey, do you know what I really like? The option of both. Hand dryer and paper
should
towels.
always be both.
Like really
You know, you're
showing
in a
off.
really good hotel when it's not a hand towel, like a paper towel. It's an actual towel.
Yeah. Wow.
And they have a bucket on the floor for you that you wipe your hands and you throw it in the bucket and they
Yeah.
get washed.
That's a pheasant shooting gig right there. That's high-end shit over there. But
Yes.
what about you guys in the UK? You got that weird...
Roller one.
The roll? I hate the rolly. I'm just seeing all the
We don't
jizz
like
and
that
blood.
either,
I hate the rolly.
The jizz and blood.
Well, I'm just like, I see everything that's been all rubbed off. I'm like, give me my own towel.
Yeah.
I don't want this
is,
reoccurring...
It sort of goes back
Oh,
in.
I know
Yeah.
what you mean, the cloth one.
Yes, and it just hangs down and goes back in. I'm like, wait, am I just regurgitating
Yeah,
the
that's
same
bullshit.
towel?
That's a trap. That's for tourists to get.
Oh, it got me. I
Like
just,
That's how, we,
Christmas disease.
that's how we get your DNA.
yeah, I queefed all over that thing, but I hate that.
Right.
That's really good, that one.
Good one. The
Next.
little
Oh
things
my
in
god,
life.
I haven't thought about that fucking thing.
They're out
the
there.
never-ending tea towel that just
Yeah.
disappears. Like, don't worry.
Right, the next one's from Steph. She says, buying something you always wanted as a kid but never got. For example, I just bought a Nintendo Wii as a 29-year-old single woman.
Oh, marry this woman. I love this lady. She's a keeper.
Dan,
Playing tennis with herself.
you did this yesterday.
What?
You
Oh,
did
yeah,
this
you did.
yesterday.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You bought a Wii?
No, I bought a little Warhammer space model when I was about 12, 13. Apart from all the pussy I was getting, I was playing Warhammer, and it was like a role play game, and you had little figures. And I stopped playing it when I found my first pubic hair. And yesterday we walked past the shop, and now things are going all right.
Yeah.
And I wandered in, under the guise of playing messing around, and came out with a £25 figurine.
Good for you.
It looks great. It's going in the garden office with all the other shit my wife doesn't want in the house.
Is there anything that's on any of your lists of things you wanted as a kid but
baby
couldn't
bell?
afford, or
A baby bell.
I mean, I know this is a really extravagant version of it, but the car I've got a Range Rover. I always wanted a Range Rover.
Good for you.
Yeah.
This one's tough for me because I can't really buy a dad.
You relate, Carl?
Same.
Yeah, that a baby.
Right, okay, last one.
I was going to say I can't buy a half Chinese sister, but I reckon if I looked into it enough, I probably could.
Oh, you could get that.
Costco.
Maybe you get a Chinese dad at the same time. Be a little 2 for 1.
There you
Don't
go.
mind it. Belter Scran. Do you make good food?
Did you get that, Mark? Belter Scran.
No.
Really good food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. Just translated.
Right, Declan McGarity says, simple pleasure, maybe a bit sick, but I love seeing people run for the bus and miss it.
Yeah. Anyone try and achieve anything and fail, just slightly.
Phenomenal.
That's very British. You guys are cynical cunts out
Schadenfreude
here.
is the best. Watching someone overtake you and get stopped at a light and you pull up next to them like, you all right, man?
Oh man, no, I don't love that. I feel bad for the bus person.
No.
Oh, you're a good
No,
person,
you
Mark.
do not.
I rode the bus for years.
So did we.
But it could be like a lady going to work, like a cleaning lady, and she's like, I need the money. That's my job. I'm going to be late. I might get fired.
Well,
If
then she
she
should have
needed
been
it,
up.
she'd have been early.
All right. Maybe she's got 8 kids at home.
Holy
and
shit, I
she's got
sound
a
like
club
such
foot.
a fucking Tory then. If poor people want money, they'll turn up earlier. And then I'll shoot pheasants.
Oh, watching someone get that close to,
The tube in London's a good one for that.
Yeah.
Because it's not that big an inconvenience. The
4
next one's
seconds.
in
That's
2
true.
minutes.
Okay. That's better.
when they sprint.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
they sprint down the stairs, like, excuse me. And it goes, I'm like, and you're like,
Again, when they sprint past you and you get on the same train, you're like, you all right, lad?
You ever have the thing where you barely catch it, the doors are closing, you run on, and you feel like a king, and everybody's like, yeah, who cares? You want like an applause, but they don't
that's
give a
really
shit.
funny as well. When you sprint onto a tube
And then the doors.
and they stay open for about a minute.
Oh yes.
Like you could have got that one. You could have crawled and got the one you got on.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to do the opposite now. So we're going to do pet peeves. So just
That
the
doesn't
the
have
complete
to,
opposite.
Maya.
Oh, I love it.
Right, this one is from Killian. When you're in the shower that's connected to the rest of the house and someone flushes the toilet or turns on the sink, making your shower freezing cold.
Say a simple pleasure for me is knowing that you're in someone's house who does that, and when they're in the shower, going and flushing the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you hear just like a faint.
Ours doesn't lose heat. It just sort of goes
Ours goes
pathetic.
weaker.
Yeah.
And it's just-
Dribbling
It's
on
not
you.
fully. It's not like it doesn't hurt you or it's just
Right, just
irritating.
Flaccid.
I'll give it. Yeah.
Like, I'll be in the shower and go, I'll shout, turn the taps off because it's just dribbling on my head. And then she'll turn it off and it
Yeah.
I
doesn't change
had
temperature.
Thomas Green, another comic, stayed in my flat with me a couple of months ago. And there's 2 showers. There's one in the ensuite room and one in the master bathroom.
Humble brag.
And I went, right, we'll get ready and then we'll go out for breakfast. And I come out and he was just still sat on the couch. And I was like, why aren't you getting ready? He was like, I thought I couldn't use that shower till you were done with that one. I was like, what would be the point of having 2 showers if you can only use one of them at a time?
A very solid point.
And he goes, I just thought they'd be connected because, normally, whatever building you're in, if someone's using the water, you can't use the water. I was like, Thomas, this is a 14-floor apartment block. Like, do you think if someone's having a shit on the 6th floor, I can't have a shower?
Waiting 2 weeks to have a fucking shower.
Right, this one's from Morgan Smith. Pet peeve for you. When you're at a concert or a music gig and everyone in front of you has their phone out to
Fuck
record the
off.
whole thing rather than actually watching it.
Yeah, that's a classic.
I
like
don't
to get
know
a
who it's
snippet.
for.
Right.
I get this at the match as well. The match, it's even worse for me. When I go to a football game, right, when people record every corner or penalties or whatever, I understand someone at a concert taking a 20-second video to put on their Instagram to be
Yep.
like,
Yes.
I went here tonight.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. But when people are recording extended parts of it, they're never going to sit and watch it again. Because why wouldn't they just put that song on?
Yeah.
And at the match, when someone's like recording a penalty, I'm like, you do know Sky Sports have got you covered here?
Yeah.
Like they're recording it from a much better camera angle.
Yes.
Like on a much better camera. You will still get to say to people, I seen that penalty. I don't know who or what it's for.
I think there should be a limit at a gig of how much
Yeah.
you can record.
But have
Like
you
you're
seen
allowed to do a chorus of 2 songs.
One of my
That's it.
mates went to a festival and did a 45-second like, oh, we're here, band's on, and you can't really hear, and like it's not a great angle, and then reposted like for virtually every act.
Oh,
Their Instagram for like 2 days was just like the whole fucking running
oh,
order.
you got to break up with that guy.
Jesus.
Mark, have you done many of the shows? Because we went to see Chappelle and Rock when they did a double headline in Liverpool.
Wow.
And they had the pouches for the phones.
Yes.
Have you performed at any of those shows, and are they better?
The Comedy Cellar only does the pouches, and it's so freeing. Because even when you slip up or say something super crazy, you know when a dark bit is new?
Yeah.
When a dark bit is new, it's ugly.
Yeah.
You know, so it just sounds like you're being racist or sexist or whatever. So you just have that moment of like, nobody could ever even, they have to tell somebody and I won't get in trouble. There's no proof.
Yeah.
So it's very comforting.
Yeah.
There's a concept, isn't there, where they're going to start geotagging the area of a gig, and your phone will only let you use like 10 minutes of your camera while you're there. It's like a future thing on phones.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So
Wow.
Like, so I go at the top, like you've used your camera for 8 minutes. You've got 2 minutes left. And they're going to
Oh.
stop people in that
All
area.
for that.
Yeah, that's superb.
I went to the Arsenal game, and it was amazing. I got to say, never been to a football game. And I felt weird pulling. There are all these diehard psycho guys who are just drunk and angry. And I pulled my phone out for like 8 seconds, and I saw a bunch of weird glances, and I put that shit away
Yeah.
quick.
Was this the
you look-
Arsenal-Tottenham game?
Dutch,
Oh, yeah.
it was last week.
PSV, was
PSV,
it?
yeah.
4-1. I mean,
Yeah.
4-0. It was
Yeah.
an incredible win.
Yeah, Arsenal are really good
You
at
could
the
sit in
minute.
a different stand, and that'd be okay though.
Okay, it was front third row.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
sat with
Yeah.
the locals, they're like, fuck off. You can sit in a touristy bit and you'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I got some stink eyes.
Yeah.
So I tucked that in. I'm already the outsider, you know.
The only time I take a photo at a Liverpool game is like if I'm in the ground way early.
Oh yeah.
So like if I'm in long before everyone else, I'll take a photo of like where I'm sat before the players are anywhere near the pitch. The second the players are out, my phone does not
Feels
leave me.
weird,
off
and
it.
then taking a picture
it
of people
feels
around.
weird.
Yeah, I hate it.
The only
Because-
video you've taken at the football is of the guy playing Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What? Who's
So-
playing
oh.
Candy Crush?
It wasn't Candy Crush. It was
driving game,
like a
wasn't it?
racing game, like a really high-end racing game.
Autistic. Must have been.
Mate, the whole game.
Wow.
So, and like, I really struggled to get a ticket for that game. So it means he's paid through the nose for the ticket. And he was sat one row in front of me playing
wow.
a racing game. And I'm watching the match and I just clocked it and I was like, that's mental, that.
Oh yeah.
And then I thought, that's weird, but maybe in like 2 minutes, maybe he's got to like tick off something. Maybe he plays this every day.
Yeah.
And it's like a 2-minute thing. Like an hour later, he was still doing it. So I just recorded it and put it on Twitter and I was like, what a fucking...
The
idiot
only
this
way
guy
that
is.
could be crazier if he was playing FIFA.
Right, we're going to have a confession to round us out.
Ooh,
Lovely.
baby.
So we get people writing in. They tell us something they've done wrong, and we decide whether they should be forgiven or we give them some penance, like the Lord.
Got it.
So, I think this is one of the best ones we've ever had.
Oh, baby.
Finn, a lot of pressure on you, kid.
Hello, Lids. I can't stress how much this needs to be anonymous. Basically, for the last 3 years, I've been having an on and off affair with a woman I used to work with. We've been on business trips away with each other, and it's basically led to a second life. My wife has never found out or even had a real inkling, and the affair has been passionate and steamy to the point where I've recently been thinking of leaving my wife. The past week, the woman I was having an affair with has died.
Oh, sorry.
Is this true or is this Hassan Minaj?
I'm completely beside myself.
Oh, they don't know the story,
okay.
but I do, and I
you.
really love that. Carry on.
I'm completely beside myself, but I can't tell anyone. I can't even go to the funeral as her family never knew. What do I do? This is a fucking shit show.
Wow. He's
Well,
deep
before
in.
before we get into it, you can go to the funeral. You did know her.
What?
You used to work with her?
Oh, wait. Yeah, but on your own, it looks a bit...
No, it doesn't.
No. He can go to the funeral.
Yeah.
I wouldn't cry.
Yeah.
Like, go, but don't cry.
I don't go
I
chatting
wouldn't
to
wank.
people.
I wouldn't masturbate.
No.
It's not what they'll want.
Imagine being that sad and not being able to, like, tell you what.
Wait, who died?
His
mistress?
affair. Yeah.
His
the person
oh,
who's having
wow,
an
that
affair.
worked out. He got out of it.
No,
He was
wanted to
thinking
run
of
away with
leaving
her.
his wife. He was going to leave his wife for this woman, and
Oh.
she's died, and he can't tell anyone that he's grieving. He's
Yeah.
grieving someone
Oh,
he's really
this guy,
close
he got
to.
off easy. He should be glad she died. I mean, because now he doesn't have to worry about it. He's done.
Yeah.
He's never gonna get caught because she's dead. Until he told us. But I think this is the best thing ever. I mean, sure, he's sad, but what's worse? Getting caught or the dead wife or the dead girlfriend?
What
I
an
don't know.
amazing lie that is. Like, you're really upset because she's died and you have to make up a person to be sad about. Yeah, so-and-so's died. Who?
Betty White.
Dave
Yeah.
from the factory. You don't know him. He's not at any of the events.
They paid a tits on Dave.
So he would have rather the wife die, sounds like,
Yeah.
than the girlfriend.
Yeah.
That would have actually been more ideal.
Yeah, that's the easy get out because he's like, oh, I've moved on quick.
Oh,
I see.
The leader in the clubhouse died. Damn.
Yeah.
Thought this was going to cause a bit more debate. Should we do another one then?
Yeah, sorry.
Right. Hey,
stepped
let's
on.
go.
Oh, by the way, he needs penance. He's been cheating on his wife. So,
yeah, what's
No,
his
the penance is she's dead.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, that's karma,
He's
baby.
living as penance.
No,
isn't
he's
he?
got to go to the funeral.
he's got to go to the funeral.
Dressed as.
And he's... as the Grim Reaper. No, he's got to go to the funeral. And at some point during the service, he's got to loudly make a joke.
Oh, like, that's what she said.
Yeah.
When the priest says something.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
what she
right.
said.
Hey, lads, got a confession. I was once accidentally racist on a flight. Basically,
Oh, come on.
I was traveling to Germany for a work trip with some colleagues. The tickets were booked by the company I worked for. I got on the plane first out of my co-workers and sat in my seat, the middle seat. The other co-workers sat in the row behind me with the middle seat empty. I thought I was in the wrong seat. I saw an Asian couple come down the plane together. The woman sits next to me and the man sits in the seat behind. I asked the woman next to me if she'd want me to swap with her partner, but they didn't know each other. Do I deserve penance?
Oh, he was trying to be nice, though. I give that a pass.
I think you're absolutely fine there. I think that's completely... You're okay.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't mean it. You know what I mean? There's no
Yes.
hatred involved. You were trying to be nice.
My accidental racism is the best.
What's yours?
Not the best, but
Tell Mark your accidental racism.
you tell it better than me. Go on.
So Carl, before he worked with us here, was the manager of a comedy club.
Ah.
The best
And
in the world.
his job as manager was occasionally to seat the audience as they come in. So two people arrived late, and they're like, "We're really sorry we're late." And he was like, "Well, look, the show has started, but I'll be able to get you in the room. Just
Very dark room.
just you know,
Okay.
you know, a comedy
I've
club."
just remembered this story.
So he goes, "Right, just come with me," and he goes, "Right, just take those two seats over there by the wall." And the person he's trying to seat goes, "There's no seats over there." And he goes, "There is, right there. There's nobody sat there."
Oh.
And he was pointing at two black people sat in the corner.
Well, if they weren't smiling, you don't get the teeth. But
That's the comedian's fault, not mine.
It was the
good
comedian's
point.
fault.
Yeah.
Good point.
If he's doing his job.
Yeah. Also, they were probably wearing black.
Yeah, and like this is like it's a not a very well lit room at all. It's a comedy club.
Sure.
Pitch black.
I get it. That's not
Yeah,
so
that's
bad.
that's worse than the plain one.
So is the playing guy off the hook? Doesn't need to
Completely
do
off the hook.
anything?
You tried to do something nice. Racism's only a problem if there's hatred behind it,
Yeah. Like,
generally speaking.
I agree. Michael Che has a whole bit about him taking a photo with two white people, and they wouldn't put the flash on because they're like, "We don't want to be racist." And he's like, "You have to put the flash on. Yeah, I won't be in the picture if you don't put the flash on." So it's a great bit, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It was dark.
There's no intentions there, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that rounds us out this week's episode. Thank you so much for listening as always. I am on tour at the minute, adamrowe.co.uk. He's on tour at the minute, dannightingale.com. Mark Normand, thank you so much for coming in, mate. Tell people where they can find you online. Is it just at Mark Normand?
At Mark Norm, marknormancomedy.com, podcast, Instagram, tour, the whole thing.
Is it you do 2 podcasts still? Is it We Might Be Drunk and Tuesdays with Stories?
Hey, nailed it. You know more about me than my father. So I appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for having me. This was a blast.
Thanks so much.
Cheers, mate.
Jolly good
Mark's
time.
a great comic. If you haven't checked out his specials, check out his specials as well. And we'll see you all next week. Au revoir.
I've got a bit of music.
We have got a tune.
Got a bit
God.
of tune.
This week,
Just for the audio.
it's from Anthony Russell,
Taito.
Taito.
Oh, nice.
So
Why
this
is he
is
involved?
his new single called May I Say.
Nice.
Good.
See you, lids.